Like low carbs. Low carbs, either Coors Light or
Damn, we can't even get a
Michelob.
black-owned beer company. We ain't got no
Michelob.
black-owned beer company, do we? Ain't that about enough?
Niggas
Well,
love liquor though. Niggas make liquor.
I think Slim
Black-owned
Thug.
beer?
I think Slim Thug got one.
Oh yeah.
A beer? I don't want no malt liquor.
He want an IPA.
Listen, malt liquor. I be
Nah,
slapped
hey,
by it,
me
yo.
too. No, me too. Cause so that's like the thing right now out here is going to. We got St. Arnold's, got Carbach. You got like all these places where you drink craft beer, and I think that's what he did. So I think he was like
a craft
because
brewery.
he's got
I could
a
do that.
craft beer. Yeah, so like we talking IPAs, we talking about you know what I'm saying, all that, and I love IPA beer. So
That's like England and all that.
Yeah, it'll get you past Yingling.
Yeah, it's certain because they got a little stuff up here too, and it'd be like that stuff too. I don't know. It's too
Pennsylvania
too much.
and like everybody, like New York, everybody has a craft.
Yeah.
Right. That stuff to
And
me
they
is
sell it on
too.
the shelf. Craft on the shelf.
It's too strong. Like it's too like I don't know.
No,
It's,
they not all created equal. And I think like on white boy shit like that, the IPA versus the what they be knowing that stuff real heavy. Like you know what I mean? The difference in the flavors and the taste and the hops and what it's made from and all that stuff matters. I had some beer that was nasty as hell sometimes. Some spicy beer.
Yeah, like it'd be some pumpkin shit. Like I'm cool off that. Like, hey, cool. What do you drink beer wise?
Blue Moon.
Blue Moon. All right.
Blue Moon's all right.
If you got it, I drink it. I'm not gonna go buy it.
Yeah.
Now, if I know you coming to see me,
Blue Moon and Corona.
I'll grab it for you. Yeah. I'll drink Blue Moon with you if you come to see me, but I'm not just drinking.
I know y'all got Brooklyn Brewery up there. Y'all got stuff in Brooklyn, so you should try that.
What's that? You said Brooklyn.
It's a beer. Yeah, it's from Brooklyn Brewery. It's a beer. I'm sure they sell it up there for sure. And you could try it. So that'd be like your little start. You know what I'm saying?
Something. Well, I'm you know, I kind of stay away from. I do it for the podcast if I'm out, but like I was a beer drinker every day. I'm not a beer drinker every day no more. At all. I drink a lot of lemon water, a lot of diet green tea. This is diet green tea that I be having in this motherfucker. Diet green tea or lemon water.
You gonna introduce the podcast after you goddamn do your commercial?
Oh shit,
nigga! I'm not ready yet, nigga.
We've been recording for the past 5 minutes.
I know. I see the little red shit.
All right. Go finish doing your commercial. Go ahead. I'm listening.
I ain't doing no commercials.
I got diet green tea over here.
Oh, wow.
Hey, listen. I need somebody to make me some diet green tea. I need some fat boy shit. This is gonna be my shit. When I get some money, I'm gonna come up with my own brand of diet green tea. That's what I'm gonna fucking hit the jackpot at on their ass. Low carb, let's go. I'm low carb, and that's the life. I'm about to be a low carb chef. That's my next career.
We already got the juice. Don't pop it.
Oh, this was my bad. I'm finna introduce myself. I was just hollering at my boy.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna start. Hold on.
We got to shout him out, man.
What's up, homeboy?
That's my boy Marcus. You know what I'm saying?
Do he watch? Do he watch and listen?
Yeah, he support everything.
Oh, all right. I'm about to say he can't make the screen. He don't support.
No, man, he support, man. That's family. Yeah, this is. When we recording, we're gonna put it out on Tuesday. Now, this right here is footage from the last artist of the week, and I got another one to do after this. I'm just like editing it, adding some grain to it.
Juice got a lot going on.
Hey, no, we ready. I'm sorry, we ready. All
right, let's go. This is Brothers Talking Shit. Why do that? Is this 54?
50. Is it 54?
4. It's 54. Hold on, let me check my book.
I don't know what episode it is.
Oh, shit, it's 55.
55. All right.
Brothers Talking Shit, episode 55. I am the Flush Man, also known as the Fat Boy, better known as the man who got no problem calling you broadish. Oh, yeah, I'm your Huckleberry.
And I'm Rel, a.k.a. Iceberg Shorty, a.k.a. the king of controversial comments. I said what I said, a.k.a. the man of international mystery. I'm at where I'm at. Don't hit me unless you try and cut the check.
And it's your guy, Cool Mike, a.k.a. Dr. Mike, the people's podiatrist, your favorite foot doctor, Thursday night Mike. They call me Crypto Cool. We're gonna call us Drop Ship Shorty in the future. We got some merch coming up.
Hey,
with your cool ass.
Hey man, y'all already know who it is. It's your homie boy Ju, aka the Charm God, also known as Juice, also the freshest light skin, dark skin nigga you know. I'm also butterscotch, but I'm not a stripper. I haven't picked out my stripper tune yet. You know what I'm saying? And, yo, I mean shit, I'm happy to be here, man.
Hey, cool. You gotta incorporate. We are the I can't never get the word right.
We the prophetic podcast, baby. Brothers talking shit.
Brothers talking shit. Stand by to stand by. Fellas, how y'all feeling, man?
We are pretty prophetic, though. I will say that. We were just talking about that. I think everything we do is prophetic.
It'd be ridiculous now. We was talking about something, and like 2 days later, somebody was starting to talk about it. It wasn't even worth bringing up because it kind of happened so much now.
We talk about what niggas is gonna talk about 2 weeks from now. So watch our shit and then listen to them talk about the shit 2 weeks later, all late, fucking the game up. Let's start, man. I'm thinking El Paso, man. And there's something going on in Daytona too. What's going on, man? It's a lot going on. I'm not up on it. Maybe y'all fellas know what's going on. El Paso, 18 people, they get killed.
20
people died.
Yeah, in a Walmart.
In El Paso, in a Walmart. Main man just came in there on go.
We don't have no gun control around here, man. And I like you know, it's
you talking about around here as far as
in the United States. When I say around here, I mean the United States.
No, I thought Texas is a little bit different. Like Texas is really like
you can right? Yeah, well, they got an open carry. But,
yeah, essentially
make a difference when you can still get the amount of guns that you can get. Right? It's just the way of life and what you can get. It shit is endless. Right? I could go and get weapons after weapons and bullets after bullets and do whatever I want to do with them whenever I do it. Right? So, you know, it sounds good this week and sure it happened in Secession 3 and 4 and, you know, the anti-gun people going to step up and NRA and say you're not going to take away my Second Amendment rights, and then it'll die down, man, because too much information too fast that people don't care about anything after whatever point that it happened, right? Nobody's talking about Orlando anymore. It happened, right? Nobody's talking about the stuff that happened in California. It happened. They ain't even talking about Vegas. What was that, last year, 2 years ago?
Columbine.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
They just come up in his historical context, but not in with Sandy Hook.
Right. None of these things are moving anymore. My man out in Colorado in the movie theater, he's still on trial or something crazy like that. You see what I'm saying? And by the time it's pop up on a blotter that he got convicted, we don't care. You see what I'm saying?
It's just so long in between it happening. And
it's been a long time. I don't even know the dude's name. That's how long it's been. What's his name? James or something? Like, I don't even know. The movie.
Batman dude.
Yeah, right. I was saying, what was that? Was that Dark Knight?
Yeah.
Damn. That was like 10 years ago?
Hold on, I'll check it right now.
Hey, can we talk about the elephant in the room?
Absolutely.
Please do, bro.
Go ahead, Drew. Go ahead.
It ain't even an elephant in the room.
I've been telling my wife and my daughter this. Go ahead, Drew.
These are killings performed and done by mainly young to middle-aged white men.
You and I don't mean to cut you off, but I knew that was going. The fact, that's what I told my wife. You know how, like, society, we might see somebody that practices a certain sect, Muslim or Islam, and they dress head to toe, right? You know what I'm talking about, Neef. They cover everything, the sisters covered up everything but this, right?
Right.
General term, you might look at somebody or whatever, just how we like, you know, and it don't shake me because I'm me, but right? They all up to, right? You need to look at regular ass white men like they about to bust this joint open every time you go to somewhere open. And that's sad. 20-something years old. You better look them in their face like they got a bandana, a mask, and they can pull a strap out because that's what they doing. Real talk.
Especially when it's not a black Muslim. When it's like somebody like you look at it and that's your thought process, like, oh, let me be aware.
But we should be looking at their ass like that.
Right. I mean, as much as, and don't get me wrong, man, I hate the fact that we see every day young black people killing each other and how that play out. But damn, it's about time we take some. It's like when it comes to white people doing shit, it's not an emphasis on. It's like I just posted something and it was crazy to me. It was like 15 white women who got charged with fraud for welfare. But when you think of welfare, you think of black people. You get what I'm saying? And getting over on. I mean, I don't think that, but I'm just saying, like, mostly, that's probably what the thought process is. When they say, oh, they're going to stop welfare, they think about black people losing welfare. But the ones who's frauding and scamming ain't black people. It ain't the hood.
Right.
So, at the end of the day, when you got 18 people, you don't see in North Philly 18 people getting shot at a fucking shot right. You see El Paso and a young white, you like, yo, I think Chris Rock said that shit, like, he ain't getting on the elevator with young white kids. And then a stand-up joint. I ain't fucking with you. What'd he say, bro?
He said, I got on the elevator and I seen them and I dove off.
Right. You get what I'm saying? Like, they scarier than any these, like, as much of a target or a perception of young black men that's put in society.
Yeah.
Like you said, cool. Shit, these young white boys like 18.
Yeah, you better look them in the eyes because they might shoot that shit up.
You might want to recognize who the fuck they is.
Yeah, and you better go in these places and know your exit strategy.
And so my question is to America is why aren't we dealing with this situation? Because it's like, man, you know, I'm not really put like this. When it comes to my own people, I know the game. I know where to go. I know where not to go. You know, really with us, let's be honest, with black people, for the most part, if you aren't in that neighborhood or you aren't in the game, whatever the game may be that could bring that to you, you know, you have better chances of survival. The survival rate is high. Whereas when you're dealing with a angry white man who has been programmed every day that everybody's here to get his shit, you really do not know what's going to happen. And so when we talk about these things, you know, it's we call reverse races, you know, we get all these labels, but we need to really start understanding who we're dealing with, because that same person that did genocide on the Native Americans is the same person that's going into Walmart shooting up. You know, it's the same DNA. So it's like we need to start understanding and, hey, yo, what's going on with you? Like, we're not trying to do this. What's up? Why are you doing it?
I gotta be honest. You know, I gotta be honest. As a man from the hood, right? In certain neighborhoods, like I got headphones on right now, right? And I wear my headphones certain times. You know, I'm listening to music, whatever. When I'm in certain areas, I know, boom. So I need to have an ear to what's going on. You feel what I'm saying?
On the swivel.
And I'm man enough to say that if I was in El Paso, Texas at a Walmart, I might have both ears in, just because I'm probably more comfortable than I would be in North Philly.
And what I'm saying is we got to be on our hood shit in El Paso, Texas Walmarts, because they are bigger threats than North Philly hoods, because you know how to maneuver in North Philly.
But look, peep this though, cool. We tell our kids, and this is what I'm gonna tell my kids. Oh, yo, when you go to college, don't go to college in Philly. Go away. Go somewhere else. I might as well tell my daughter to go to Temple or go somewhere, you know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, I ain't heard about those shooters at Temple. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. If I tell her to go away to, leave the city because the city's so bad, and you can go down to Florida to a school or go, you feel what I'm saying? Like, is there any safer there? Like, we talked about Columbine. Nope. Columbine is in Colorado, right? Yeah. You would think, damn, I get my daughter going to school in a small town in Colorado. Everything should be cool. Shit, maybe she better off going to Simon Gratz. You feel what I'm saying? At least they got detectives and all that shit, so ain't nobody bringing no shit in. I got a homie that got sent to a disciplinary school because he had a pocket knife in his book bag. In the metal detectives. I'm talking about at least 15 when I was in high school, 20 years ago, damn near. Yeah, really 20 years ago. He had a pocket knife in his book bag. Went to the metal detector, they found it. He couldn't go to public school in Philadelphia no more. I think, at the end of the day, is it a hassle?
In the whole city?
Yeah. You had to go to a certain school. Honestly, but look, we being from the hood, I respect a bar that got, where they pat you down and you feel violated a little bit. At least I know they violating everybody. You get what I'm saying? But when you go to that wide open school, we all just walking in the motherfucker,
Wait a minute. So speaking of pat down versus no pat down, and just how that go. So Terrell, he's gonna like anyway, like hey, you can go anyway, especially over time. You go to Hammer Jacks, you used to go hang out. You had to take your shoes off,
stomp hard.
Yeah,
right. Clap them together.
They going through the girl's hair, looking for razor blades.
Going through their hair, going under their tongue.
Yeah.
We in there like it was just the normal, right? So I get right. You get older, and when I went to homecoming a couple years ago at Howard was C's, and if anybody know about like DC, they gentrified it like they did every other major metropolitan area, and now where it was Chocolate City, it used to be black people in go-go. It's more, the last census, 2010, was more non-black people live in DC than any time before. So Hispanics and white people, right? So we went to homecoming a couple years ago. So afterwards, they were like, oh yeah, just go to the bar, just go to the bar. So we walking down the street, it's all different now. You know, it's all like gentrified out. So this is 2 years ago, me, not last year, people. And we go in the bar and we walk in. And I'm like, wait a minute. Pat me down. I'm like, PTSD. I want you to pat me down. That way I know everybody getting patted down.
Right.
Comfortable walking down the white people way with no pat down than I was with a pat down. That's crazy.
Yo, facts. That same thing happened to me when I went to Texas when I was 17 years old. When I walked in that club that I was telling you about, Juvenile and Jubilee was in there, I walked in the club. It fucked me up. And I was like, yo, this can't be like, what do you mean there's no pat down? Right?
Right.
What do you mean that there's no pat down? I don't know what's going on in this situation right now. You ain't patting me, you ain't patting nobody.
I remember a dude pulled the nine out at the Paradox down there at some point, right in the joint, and whipped it out, and everybody like, oh, like that. They was throwing guns over the back of the fence, so they had no pat down. I don't know, it's just different.
Yeah,
to say that.
It all depends on where you at. Like I know in San Antonio, I don't know the politics, and they might not have needed that, but I know, like, let's say you here at Third Ward, South Park somewhere, you gonna get the pat down for sure. So man, it's really wild, man, that Black people are used to being surveillanced. Like we are used to being surveillance. We have come up with in our minds that it's okay to be surveillance because it keeps us safe and it keeps other people safe. And what we really don't understand is we're never free.
That's pathology, man.
Yeah, we're never free.
Us thinking like that, like even though I won't never stop it. But us sitting a certain way in the restaurants, orienting our body in place in a certain way in restaurants because of our safety and the way we came up is pathological. There's something wrong with that ultimately. Now, I'm going to keep it because I think it makes us better and I'm okay with that. And it doesn't affect me adversely in a negative way. But like white people don't even have to think like that. Imagine going anywhere on the planet and being like, I belong fucking here. You don't go places in your city because you don't belong necessarily. Right now, as us.
It's easier to have a good time knowing that everybody's getting patted down the right way than it is not. Let me ask y'all this. Me being from Philly, this is another thing we consider before we go to a spot. Is it one way in, one way out? Is it like that for y'all?
Everything.
If it's one way in, one way out, oh, nah, hold up. Whoa, it's only one way in, one way out? Because when the shit go down, if it's only one exit.
That's why I don't do house party.
That's a death trap.
House party.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like a bar or whatever. Like if it's one way in, one way out.
It's a death trap.
We're going to have a conversation first before we go.
I'm going to go ahead and be honest. At this point in my life, man, like I'm in a gentrified area. So like I'm hanging out. Well, I'm hanging out at bars. I'm not really at clubs. I'm not in places where that can even happen because I just don't feel like I'm not expendable.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah. Like,
So they gentrified the area of Baltimore, in Harbor East, they call it now. But before it was Flag House Projects. Okay, so big high rises. We know y'all seen The Wire, all that kind of stuff. Tore them down, create this new place, and then they got Lamborghinis on the same streets that used to be the projects. Lamborghini, Lambos, right over Harbor East, all that kind of stuff, man. Like, so ultimately, Juice, we supposed to be comfortable like that. The problem is they don't play by the rules. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be, you're not supposed to be like, oh shit, I want to know what's going on with the door behind me. That's not supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, but by the same token. So I think, like, the more, I recently realized that. That's relatively new to me to understand, just be comfortable and not be worried about the you know, that it might pop off, whatever it is, because that's just how you used to growing up. But that's close to how it be. So that's why I don't mind being home a lot, because I know I can control that peace and that feeling and that vibe in my house. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you another rule. Another rule, like something that bothered me about people when we out. Dog, don't go disappearing, dog. When we together, don't leave too far from the facility without letting me know. Like, I was out with a nigga and the nigga just went missing. I'm like, I'm not never going nowhere with this nigga ever again.
Yeah.
I mean, like, because end of the day, I remember actually being clubbing in Virginia, and I don't know, we might have been at AI Mom's spot, the crab house or whatever. What's the crab house? It's called crab something. Some shit down there. And that's what what's name of them got shot outside of too. But AI Mom got a spot. I want to say it's called I don't know. But we was in there. My mom was in there, and that's a whole nother vibe. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like when I'm with grown men, that's grown men. I'm worried about you, but it's a whole nother stint where your mother's in the spot when niggas start rumbling. You know what I'm saying? Like, whoa. Because end of the day, like, I'm not worried. Rel gonna be all right. If Rel need me, I'm worried about Rel, but I know Rel a grown man. My mom being in the spot is a whole nother thing. So I hate somebody who just like, any nigga, we come in together, nigga, we not, I went to the bar to grab a drink, and I'm coming back, I'm going to the bath. You let niggas know how you moving. A nigga who just go missing and do weird shit, I'm not going out with you again.
Who want to jump in?
Ever.
I got a whole story.
Go ahead.
You know, I don't mean over talk, fella, but I gotta.
Go ahead, cool. Go ahead.
This was a toughie because it was real emotions behind. All right, so we got a homeboy in the Cherrydale clique that is notorious for walking off in the club. If I call everybody up anonymously right now, they would all say the same name. Shout out to my brother Bernard, right? Bernard is known amongst the crew as the nigga who will walk off. Okay?
Real quick, a nigga named Bernard is that kind of nigga. Like,
yeah.
A nigga with a name like Bernard. Right.
So these are the things that like so you know what the hard part is, bro? That we all grew up in the same, you know what I mean? So it's one of them baked-in lessons. It's not like, you know, it's not like us teaching our kids these same kind of
You don't got to talk about it.
You don't got to talk about it. You see what I'm saying? You're supposed to be on point. Like, because if you're not even with us. That's usually how it goes. Because we're not in the same cloth already. So B is cousins to Raynard. He got to be down as nothing, right? He was in the wedding, all that kind of stuff. But Bernard, one time, this what happened. Me and we was 2 deep. Me and Raynard, they cousins just so happened, went down to DC.
Hold up. His cousin's name, Raynard and Bernard.
Yeah.
So it get a little bit deeper. Let me tell that story. They mothers are sisters and they fathers are brothers. How about that? So they married, you know what I'm saying? But that's not even part of the story. So me and Raynard was more or less best friends. Like we was the couple in the group. You know how 2 people click off. So it was nothing for us to be on the same page as far as going out and all that kind of stuff. I was, as I matured, if they was having a free before 11, free before 10, I'm a free before 11, free before 10. You know, kind of got with or without money. It was only because I didn't want to be out at 3. I'd rather be, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather club early, go and be back. My nature at the time. So me and Raynard go to DC. Me and Raynard go to DC, right? And we had passes getting free before 10. So we like, yo, we all at? What y'all gonna do? All right, we just gonna drive separate because we don't want to, right? So we go down there. We get in free. It's nothing. Couple of the other homeboys, it happened to be Fat Mike and it happened to be Bernard. They drove together, right? And so, whatever, we club, whatever. Bernard doing his normal thing. So we in DC, not Baltimore, and he walking off his shit and all this other stuff, right? You know, the normal stuff. But like, we like, yo, it's bad enough if you walk off in a Baltimore club. Like, you would never think to Natalie Holloway and walking off in some goddamn way by yourself, right? So for sure, me and Ray, it's time to go, right? Roughly, or we leave early. We on the same wave. So we it's probably about an hour drive back up Baltimore, whatever, 45 minutes. We ready to go. We might be 12:30 or something like that, right?
Right.
So we leave, right? We leaving. Well, I get a phone call like 45 minutes later. We almost to Baltimore. Why y'all leave me, yo?
It's burn to yourself, bro.
He called me saying, why y'all leave me? He on somebody else's phone. This nigga walked out of Fat Mike's car. And Bernard, we older now, so don't we actually didn't speak for a while after. He was mad at me. He walked out of Fat Mike's car with no fucking keys, no cell phone, no wallet, nothing but the fucking get in the what's name. Called me, was mad at me because he said I left him in DC.
He didn't ride with y'all though.
So I was going to get my brother talking shit.
Cool. Hey, Bernard, you was wrong, Bernard. You was wrong, bro. I don't give a fuck, bro. You was wrong. You wanted that car.
I was going to get y'all to answer me.
Bernard, you fucked up, Bernard.
I mean, he ain't even get mad at Fat Mike. He got mad at me.
Hey, can I say something real quick? Can I say something real quick?
He looking for somebody to take it out on.
What y'all think?
He's looking for somebody to take it out on. That's what it is. Bernard,
I know y'all from B-More, so I ain't trying to say nothing to get me popped. But Bernard, when you named Bernard, you gotta stay on point. You can't ever have. There can't be no funny stories with your name in it ever. Like,
Bernard, all be
on point. You G unit, you ain't got no units.
You gotta stay.
Units.
Listen, it's not. I guarantee you, there's nobody under the.
B is family, yo. Don't get it wrong. B is definitely family.
Yeah.
We can have a whole podcast about B.
So B is an engineer out of Morgan State University, by the way. And all that.
Yo,
right?
There's nobody under
to walk off.
Here's a Black History quote. There's nobody under the age of 35 named Bernard. Guaranteed. That shit is dead out here. Like, don't nobody name their kids Bernard no more.
Be over 35.
Like Gertrude.
They named Bernard for Hassan or fucking Jalen or some shit.
Yeah.
In all fairness, he over 35.
B42.
He the last dying breed.
Be older than me.
Now, wait a minute.
The dying breed.
Now, there is a Bernard we must respect. That's Bun B. His name is Bernard, but he's a legend. So,
hold up. Bernard Hopkins too.
He over.
He older too.
Yeah.
He older.
35, you right, me. Bernice. Bernice ain't naming him that. Bernice Virgo's the latest one.
Bernice, that's another name. Ain't nobody under 35 named Bernice, dog.
She can be named.
Not possible.
Gertrude. Yeah, she definitely
Bernice can be called whatever she want to be called.
I'm gonna call her Bernice too.
Ain't nobody under 35 named Bernice neither.
So look, me and Bernard was he was mad at me for a bit because he said I left him pretty much.
You wasn't in the car.
And my whole thing was like, yo, you rolled with Fat Mike. You not even red. Why did Fat Mike think it was okay to go home by himself?
With all your shit in the car. I'd have waited for Bernard, but
he didn't say, can I get a huh?
I would have.
No, but how was you gonna wait for Bernard if you didn't know you had to wait for Bernard? You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't no arrangement,
though, right?
Yeah, it wasn't no arrangement with me. It wasn't no, yo, I'm riding with you.
He shouldn't be mad at you, but he rolled with Bernard. Now, if I'm Bernard, I'm at Fat Mike. He rolled with Fat Mike. If I'm Fat Mike, I'd have waited for him. I'd have cussed him clean the fuck out for that hour. However long he got to get home, he'd have got bars all that whole time.
So guess why that leads to the whole thing. And I don't mean to get too far off on this, but that was the whole point. Like me riding down with Reynard is because I want to go and leave when I want to go and leave.
He's salty.
You understand what I'm
Bernard
saying?
was salty.
Y'all was late niggas.
Bernard was salty. That's all that was.
Y'all was the late.
He ain't had no right.
You know what I'm saying?
Fat Mike probably shouldn't have left him, but
he shouldn't have left him. It was Fat Mike.
Right. He didn't ride with y'all. If he rolled with y'all, it would have made sense.
Right.
He didn't ride with y'all.
And the last point. No keys, no money. He left his wallet and shit in Fat Mike car.
Well, hold
no
on.
cell phone.
Tell me this.
And a walk off. No, so I don't even know how you compute that in your beautiful mind. No key.
How do you go in a club with no wallet? So who bought him drinks?
He had it. They probably sipped in the car. He probably had his license in his pocket. But I'm saying he had shit, but he left it in the car because why? It's convenient to. If you're not driving, how many times you're not driving and you left your keys in the car? That makes sense. Except you wouldn't walk off to begin with. Because the keys. Wait a minute, if you with the nigga with the keys, where you gonna be at all night?
With the nigga with the keys?
Nigga with the keys. Ain't much of that. And I don't even know you. We never even met in person, and I know that about you.
But listen, if you meet a chick in the bar that want a drink, that you want to buy a drink, you gotta have your wallet. Like anything can happen. They can tow Fat Mike's car. Then what?
Right now.
Okay, so this is what I want to know. How has Bernard progressed into the future? Is he still doing this type of stuff?
He married with a child and all that stuff now. This was probably this was a while ago. This was over 10 years ago.
Easy.
So
Bernard, if it was me, Bernard.
Better question is how I progress. This is how I progress. Guess what I won't do?
What?
I won't go out. It won't be me and B going out. Like I need a buffer, or it got to be more than me and him. And I can't travel with him because he's the same kind of way. Like, so I can't go to Essence Festival because
he ain't learned nothing. He ain't learned nothing.
I'm saying he got a homeboy that's what they do. Him and Orlando can travel and do all that because they like to walk off and be everywhere and do all that. I couldn't do it.
I'm cool off that.
I can't do
Listen, I'm not going no. When I go to Baltimore,
I can't do it today.
Coming, I ain't going. Hold up, Bernard coming, bro. Listen, we not riding with Bernard. Bernard ain't getting this car.
Nope.
Nah, we not even finna do that. Hey, so look, here's my rule, man. So I have a thing about that too, except it's definitely with now my kids and my wife. So my wife, shout out to Sherry, love you to death, but she has a very bad habit of taking 1 to 2 of the kids. I got 5. So she'll take 1 or 2 of them, or they'll be following her, and we'll be in the group, and she will go do some shit like in the museum, and I'm like, dude,
you can't do that.
In a major in any place, but major cities for sure. I'm not with the walking off shit. So, dog, like I have to keep my head on the swivel because no matter what I say, we will be in a museum and it'll be me and 3 kids looking for her and 2. And see,
mad as shit.
Hey, look, I'm this type nigga. I will go to the car. What's going on, bro? I will go to the car and hey, just wait for you. After I'm done, I'll send you a text and I'll be in the car. I'm not even finna play the
walk
game.
Around.
Yeah, I'm not finna do it, bro. I'm not finna do it.
At all. Malika is a walk faster, so her normal pace outpaces us. So we got to be like, yo, slow down, because she will leave people.
Right.
I can't.
Right.
It drives me bonkers.
I don't know. T be chilling. I don't got that problem.
Y'all go walk a good pace together. That's a good thing. Don't take it for granted.
No, I'm gonna stay in the car kind of nigga too. Whenever she goes somewhere and I don't want to be there, oh babe, I'm about to stop because I hate when women do this. They'll line you up, or we about to go out and get some lunch, and then get you in the spot. Oh, I'm about to stop somewhere real quick. All right, I'm sitting in the car. I'm that nigga. I'm not getting out, so I'm sitting in the car. And listen, I want you to take the keys. So that means hurry the fuck up definitely, because I'm sitting in the
Men are this way. Men are that way. In that Patrice O'Neal, and I don't know if this is a bitch. Shout out recipe Patrice O'Neal. but he had this bit or this thing. He gave it a name. So women, for real, only want your time. Everything that it boils down to is they want you where, they want you how, they want you when they want you, as much as they can want you. And really, it's our job to be like, no, fuck that. I'm doing this, right? So he called it time rapists, right? Like, let's go to the mall. Let us. I don't want to go to the mall, right? So I don't want to go to the mall. I don't want to go to the store. I don't want to go here. But they'll say, let me go here. Oh, can you stop me by here? They all do it. Their whole premise is to see how they can make you cuddle here, go here, watch this, or do that. They ain't no different than that. So we got the inside joke that's not so inside. Like, yo, you trying to break my time right now. You know what I mean? When you say, oh yeah, Michael do it, and you didn't talk to me yet. You know what I'm saying?
This where you fuck up with me at. Don't feed
cousin
me.
brunch? Are you aware of that?
I am aware of cousin brunch.
Okay, all right.
Don't feed me and then expect me to walk around the mall. Like, once I eat, I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to go home. Don't feed me and think we going to walk the mall. And I'm not going to the mall without no money. If I'm not buying something, I'm not going just to go.
I ain't no window.
Let's go to the mall and look at some shit. Fuck that.
Hey, can we go back to
us, man? It's a lot of us. You know.
Okay.
I've never needed friends. And I don't say that out of disrespect to anybody that I'm friends with, right? But I never needed any, right?
No, yeah, no. Actually, likewise, man. We it's a big family with us too. So the time rapist thing, that's true, man.
It's all about it.
Like now that when you said it like that, like
it saved my marriage, man. The analogy saved my marriage. Go ahead, G.
Okay, because now I'm thinking like, yo. I get raped for time a lot. Okay, it's a lights out, right? So I try to make time for my wife, for sure, like, and my kids. But like today, I gotta come, like, studio is where I work, you know, since I gotta be in here doing stuff as much as I can. And so like today, I needed to be here. And it's like, I could just tell, like, when I need to do that and just be gone, it's like, why are you doing that? You know what I'm saying? And it's like, damn, I gotta get some time. And you're right, like, let's say I give you time, it's like you're trying to get all this shit in that time. So hey, we just going to the movies. Oh, can we stop do this? Can we do that? You know, next thing you know, it's an all day thing. It's like, damn, what the fuck? Yeah. So yeah, I'm being raped too, man. I'm a Me Too movement. That
man, time rape. It broke it down to me. I say it saved my marriage, like. Listening to Patrice O'Neal and Corey Holcomb, those things about just man shit, real life man shit, and you not knowing it like that. And I'm trying to be. I remember this is a classic thing when we was out. We was a first year married, and no, it wasn't our first year marriage. It was my Cal was just born or something. We was a couple years married, but she was a little baby. Was around when Michael Phelps was popping in the Olympics, and Malika was like, oh, we should sign up my Cal for swimming. Right? Oh, yeah, it's an awesome idea. Okay. She goes to work at night. Okay. So she sleeps during the daytime. So she's like, oh, yeah. You know, swimming is up for, Terrell, you appreciate this. This is a while ago, too. The old me, a few years married. No understanding. Early, you know, late 20s, early 30s. She say, when is it? 1 o'clock on Sunday. She say 1 o'clock on Sunday.
1 o'clock on.
That's in the middle of her sleep, then.
No. It's not about the middle of her sleep. It's 1 o'clock on Sunday. What happens at 1 o'clock every Sunday, Nick?
Oh, football.
Thank you.
Right. Especially Baltimore Ravens. Right. My bad.
Like, look, listen, I'm a life thing. I was agitated. I was angry. Fuss. I raged. Why you signing up for it? You know what I'm saying? You ain't even tell me. You said you won't take her, right? Then you ain't even tell me, right? Like you. So in other words, that was class. So I didn't know, and I like it was bad. That and I had to apologize and all that stuff. The reality is, if that same thing as a 40-year-old, I was like, shit, I'll just record the game and watch later. But fact is, it won't even happen the same way like that because wife and not schedule, would not look up something, schedule it, not, and then expect me to do it because go through that process, right?
Am I the only one hearing Mike in and out, or do I need to come out?
It's a little broken up. Cool.
Okay.
Did I do something different?
No, you're a little broken up. That's why I'm like, I don't know if it's my drain or just.
Yeah.
Because I just hear myself normal, so just let me know.
All right, now you good now. I don't know what happened, but
maybe when I move or something. But I was saying, my wife of 15 years, rather than my wife of 5 years, would not schedule. She called it time break. We had a thing. I'm
this
still bringing
nigga.
Up.
Yeah. Hey, no, cool. Look at the screen, cool.
You don't see the screen?
This nigga. Hit the button. This nigga, look, this nigga here.
Oh.
Where he go?
Where he go?
I can see him. I can see him.
Oh, I
don't see him.
Oh, Jordan just
I don't see it.
Maybe he got it.
No more. Who knows? Anyway,
I ain't even seen him. So she wouldn't even do that these days. She wouldn't schedule it. But like, I was angry. And long story short, this how that should have gone. She should have allowed me to have some say, and if she wanted me to take my account, and when it was, she should have never scheduled it, and I should have never got angry. Yeah, without running by me, and I should have never got angry that much because it wasn't that fucking serious to begin with, because it's about our child ultimately. You know what I mean? So like that, you learn that. But when I say that understanding saved my marriage, because I had devolved into I won't say a simp, but like, you know, you just go along with the flow, so to speak.
No, that's what we're doing. It's okay. It's okay to say it. You simp, but if you catch it and you grow from
roll
it.
Out of
Me
stuff.
too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I had to roll out of that because that shit ain't. They don't like that. They like the dude that was job disrespectful. Remember how y'all started? Remember how y'all met? Remember how she was one of the many chicks you was dealing with? They like that dude. So you can't just be sticking your penis everywhere the same way, but you gotta have that edge of I will go. Oh, I got shit to do.
Yeah.
That's a fact. It's a fact.
No,
and then you get them next time. You know, sometimes.
The shit that killed me be the shit where they'll be like, babe, let's watch something. And then we turn it on. Then 2 minutes after they come on, you getting up. Like, where the fuck is you going at? And they get mad at you because you get up randomly to go do something, and I didn't know to pause it. Like,
she just wants some time.
You just get up and not
you ain't got nothing to do with the show, guys. You do some time.
Yo, my people's know damn good and well not to schedule nothing during 17 weeks in the fall at 1 o'clock, right? You know what I'm saying? And you know,
how did she come to know that though?
You put it out there,
right? How did she come to know that? You were better off that.
No. That's what I did. That's what I did. Cool. I said, listen, babe, listen. If we gonna listen, anything you want me to do on a Saturday, like I had to sacrifice. Yeah. I used to watch college football a little bit. I had to sacrifice my Saturdays and what I do on Saturdays to have my Sundays. You know what I'm saying? Babe, you want something done? Listen, you want it done? Listen, you want something to do something on Sunday? It got to be done 11, 12 o'clock. 1 o'clock come, I'm no good. And then we got a podcast too, so it's like I'm really no good on Sundays for real.
Right.
Jordan hit the little.
There you go.
What up?
I can't see him.
Why you got no shirt on?
Tell him put his shirt on.
Where your wife be at?
Yeah, we worldwide with this. No,
I said your wife beater. She downstairs. I got boxer briefs on, bro.
Yeah, my nigga.
You don't see him, Juice?
I can't see him.
Juice, what up?
You may gotta back out of bed.
Wait,
it's five now.
Yeah,
okay. Let me back out. Let me back out.
I'm gonna get his shirt on though.
Yeah, put a shirt on, bro. You see him now? I just lost Juice.
I think Juice backed out.
Right. No, put a tank top on, bro. Put a shirt on.
There it is.
There you go.
Yeah, what's up?
We was talking about the what was we talking about? We called it what you call it, cool?
Time raping. How women want to rape your time. That's what Patrice. Jordan probably know about Patrice O'Neal. Time raping.
No, hey, Jordan.
Yeah.
Hey, Jordan, we got a beef too, Jordan. I ain't get no invite to the wedding, dog. We're going to talk about this shit off the joint, dog.
Hey, man.
We'll talk about it later.
We
gotta do that.
When you do yours, I'm just trying to tell you that list get funky, bro.
I can dig it. And them plates get expensive.
Son.
I can see him now. What's popping, Jordan? I can see him now.
What up? Jesus had you.
What up?
So we finally got him
in there, yeah.
All right,
in there on that technology tip.
Let's talk about ASAP Rocky coming home.
Man, did y'all see the pictures?
Nuh-uh.
I ain't see the pictures.
I ain't saying nothing.
What pictures?
He got a snow bunny on his lap, and he had like 4 snow bunnies in the back seat, all that.
After this?
Juice just shook his head like.
He ain't learned his lesson yet?
Hey, ASAP, listen, dog. Let me speak real quick. You can't do that. Right now, you need the blackest woman you could find with the biggest afro, bro. You need to. Hey, dog, we was really skeptical. We really didn't want to fuck with you, bro. We really didn't want to mess with you, but now it's like, okay, we want you home because you complain about a prison in Sweden. You're in Sweden.
He was in Rikers Island.
Was he?
No, he was.
Before.
Before, yeah.
No, look, this nigga he need the I just came home kick. He need the pick with the fist balled up. He need that pick.
He ain't got none of that.
He need all that shit. He need to be the blackest black man walking the earth.
Hey,
how
man.
How do y'all feel about the fact that Trump said he got him home, man?
Fine.
We knew he was gonna do that.
I mean, shit.
Trump probably true.
Trump probably really did get him home.
That might be true. There's nothing wrong with that.
Trump said I think Trump prostituted his wife over there. Hey, babe, go over there, smack on the ass, go over there, do what you gotta do, get ASAP home.
I'm gonna sign on from my iPad. My phone's tweaking.
All
right, bro, go ahead. That nigga probably sent his wife over there. Babe, go ahead, talk that shit to him. Where's she from?
So, did we talk about the quotes that ASAP said dating back a while ago that got him in the heat?
To Michigan?
Did we say that?
I think we talked about it a little bit.
He was talking about not Michigan. He was talking about Mike Brown.
Mike Brown.
Ferguson.
Yeah.
I thought it was Ferguson? Oh,
Ferguson.
No.
Yeah,
right.
That's Missouri.
Right. So he basically said that I live in California and I'm fucking models.
This what he said. I got the quote. So in the interview, 2015, Town New York, he said they asked him about a change.org thing or something, the issues with trans fighting Ferguson, Missouri, Black Lives Matter movement as a black. I gotta stand up. What am I? What the fuck am I? Al Sharpton now? I'm ASAP Rocky. I did not sign up to be no political activist. Rocky was quoted as saying in the 2016 Breakfast Club interview, I don't want to talk about no fucking Ferguson and shit because I don't live over there. I live in fucking Soho and Beverly Hills. I can't relate. I'm in the studio. I'm in these fashion studios. I'm in these bitches' drawers. I'm not doing nothing outside of that. That's my life. Now, the irony in this shit here, right, is that you're not black, you OJ.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm not. I mean, I feel for ASAP because he's a young black brother, but like, I'm not checking for him, bro. People should, Tupac say your entertainment show you who they are, and you either come back and you become Meek Mill or you gonna still be ASAP Rocky, and that shit, it is what it is. You don't need my money. Go ahead and for your money.
Yeah, the last ASAP song I know is fucking Problems. How long ago was that? I'm not checking for ASAP. Not a fan. What else has he done? What does he do? Well, am I missing something? A hot album I should be listening to?
in these fashion studios, in these bitches drops.
I like some music, but it's something that Tip said
Name
that
an ASAP song.
We talking about Talib.
No. Name an ASAP song.
No, I ain't even talking about that. But,
okay.
No, you're right, but I listen to more to music. But Tip said this, and it really stuck out to me on Talib podcast. He said anybody who uses his ignorance against him really didn't want to support him in the first place. He said is it a conversation to be had with him? It's definitely a conversation to be had with him once he gets home. But if you don't support him because of that comment, you didn't want to support him from the get-go.
Well, that's not true. That's not true. That's bullshit. I call bullshit. Go ahead, G.
Hold on, man. Look. Hey, man. Shout out.
That's bullshit.
Shout out to T.I. You know what I'm talking
about. Shout out to
Tip.
Bullshit.
But we've called T.I. out. We've called T.I. out a couple times about his bullshit, and this is one of those times where he's full of shit. So I'm gonna say it like this: T.I., you know, I get it. You got to be a little political because that's probably the little homie. But I don't care if it's my daddy. Like, if you out of pocket with something, I gotta tell you that you out of pocket, and it's like you gotta understand that you're making it off of Black culture. So when now that you're making it off of Black culture, you talking about how that shit don't affect you or offend you or whatever. When you from that type of environment, nah, nigga, we not finna.
That's not what he said.
We not moving like that no more.
You might not have heard me. He said, do we have to have a conversation with him about his comments? Definitely.
Right.
But if we don't want him to get home because of wrongdoing, we shouldn't hold his comments. He said we should talk to him about what he said.
No, don't fucking ask me to sign no fucking petition then. He don't need my help, is the point. Right. You don't ask me for help. Yeah. You was asking me for help, Tip. Don't fucking ask me for no help. He don't need my help. He need Donald Trump and them help. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Don't come in just because you like some shit is be bullshit. And if I seen Tip, I would tell him because we talking shit. You know what I'm saying? We meant first. Like I said about the whole thing, we not letting shit slide no more. It's 19, the information age. So yeah, I was asleep at some point. You understand what I'm saying? I was asleep at some point. I had fallen back asleep. Society, and you just living and you just doing whatever. So you wilding and you dumbing out and you doing stuff and you might not have your people in mind, right? In general terms. That's different than being asking an opinion that affects a lot of Black people that consume your music. You understand what I'm saying? That's a big difference. And if you can't do it to step up, you don't need my support at all. If you can't support regular people, you don't need me. So it's all good. You can have Sweden and have your people. Let the white people send you home. You probably needed Trump to get you home. It's all good. He'll see. See. We control the cool.
Hey, what's the name? What's the brother last night I was watching the Hall of Fame inductions. Champ Bailey made a real profound point when he said, if your opinion on the struggles of being Black isn't like for us, keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
which is okay.
And I felt like that was directed at Ray Lewis. I felt like he was talking to Ray Lewis.
Yeah, double kneel down.
Yeah.
Like, Ed Reed gonna replace this one day.
Yeah.
It's a fact. He gonna go over there some way. It's a fact.
That nigga, listen, yo, do he go up there? He almost up there with Jason Whitlock to me, yo.
Ray Lewis?
Yeah.
Nah, can't nobody
put a microphone in front of him.
You can't top Whitlock, bro.
Black people sometimes.
Yeah, Whitlock is another. Whitlock is
the king.
Whitlock is
just to be cooning. Like
Whitlock is the fucking. I can't think of the top.
The holy grail of cooning.
Yeah,
the cooning grail.
That might be the name of this podcast.
Hey, Jason Whitlock, the kind of nigga that like watch and see if you get like an extra cookie and tell him, like, hey, he got 4. Like, nigga, shut the fuck up.
He's fat as shit too. Hey, look, talking cookies, he's fat as shit too.
But you know the wild shit about Whitlock is like he allegedly he's like closet homosexual.
Is he?
For real?
He look like it.
Ooh, hey,
bro, he don't get no biddies.
Hey, cool.
You can tell how a nigga walk.
Hey, cool. I got a formula. It's a mathematical formula. If you are over the age of 30, 32, and no one has ever seen you with a woman or with kids, or married or divorced.
Come on, Jordan.
That's it.
Jordan. Hey, come
and them little ass hats. His head too big for them little ass hats.
That's simple math, right?
Shout out to B.
Right.
Shout out to B More. Seemed like it's something in the water. You know, y'all brains work well. Y'all smart.
Like when they was when Tyler Perry, when the stuff was getting cloudy for Tyler Perry, then he just popped up with a baby. I'm like, whoa, that's not how that works.
Remember, Cory Booker started dating Rosario Dawson?
Yeah, out of nowhere.
Right. Cory, stop.
Cool.
Cory.
Out of nowhere, he get one of the baddest choices.
I was like, Rosario, stop lying. You think we went
Hold up.
2019?
Rosario fuck with a couple niggas that's questionable though. She fuck with Hov and Chris Rock. So
yeah, come on.
Which is why we didn't believe Cory Booker. Which is why we didn't believe Cory Booker.
Hold on, who is Cory Booker? I know that name. I can't put a face on.
He the senator in Jersey. He the senator in Jersey.
Hey, cool.
When
that joint popped up, I was like, nah, bro, that ain't him. That ain't it.
Oh,
hey, listen. Chris,
hey, yo, Will Smith hit that too.
Who?
Will hit that.
Rosario?
Yeah. A couple of them.
He also got that Men in Black.
I think the shit.
She did a couple movies. Like
some sort.
I think that shit with Rocky is like, just don't move to LA, bro. Like, it's something about moving to LA. It just changed people.
Yo, we gotta be real careful. Go ahead.
You ASAP, Harlem.
Yeah, he moved to LA.
Hey, Hollywood will eat you up, man.
Listen, that's like them young niggas right now. Soulja Boy and Chris Brown talk about their bloods and all that. Nigga, y'all niggas from Virginia, and where the fuck Soulja Boy from?
Alabama,
Mississippi.
Nigga, you not from there.
Mississippi.
Yeah, you know. Nigga, shut the fuck up, nigga. You not
well,
from
you know, hey, so there was once an idea that in the industry, you kind of got like if it's a certain lane you go, you kind of got to choose a big homie. So I just think they found some big homies, put some money out there, and you know they got some affiliation. I want to back up to this Will Smith thing. You know, if you really pay attention to like the red table talks and shit, you know, and I don't want to be making up rumors when I want the podcast shut down. But hey, Will done popped them a couple joints for sure.
Oh yeah,
he done popped them a couple joints for sure, man. Yeah, but it's no way.
Jada not listen. Jada don't be mad. There's some niggas Jada to hit too.
Hey man,
right. Real nigga shit.
Jada mama fine though. The mama finer than Jada.
Shout out to B More from Baltimore too.
Hey, now didn't I say that? I said
her husband is my father people. My father and my mother went to the wedding.
I said what I noticed about Baltimore is that mothers look better than their daughters sometimes. That's crazy. I'm gonna give you
another Baltimore fact. Baltimore girls wear better sneakers than Baltimore men do. Baltimore chick sneaks be on fucking go like, God damn, shorty, where you get them from? Real shit, like, yo, this sneaker game crazy, shorty.
I don't know about that.
You gotta stop coming around with these sneaks.
Right.
I don't know about that one.
It depends on what side of town you talk about.
Okay, I'm not even gonna do that right now.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do that right now. I don't need the drama.
I don't know about that one, bro.
I don't know. I don't want to need the drama right now, bro.
Hey man, you know, but I want to say this too, man. Kind of backtracking too about Ray Lewis. Hey man, you know, I know y'all Ravens fans, and I don't want to disrespect y'all, but Ray Lewis, tell that nigga putting that Beijing on your head to stop.
That nigga like they laying concrete on that top of that nigga head.
Hey, you leave
that nigga head like fresh concrete.
And you just get a body, bro. Just leave.
No, he need to holler at LeBron.
Hey, did y'all see your man Michael Irvin last week?
Michael Irvin now, he Beijing'd out too.
He be Beijing'd
out. He got the fro now. He got a fro now.
He must have hollered at LeBron, man. He hollered at LeBron, man. Wait till we get some money. I'm getting a few hairline, baby. I'm getting my hairline back.
Taco Tuesday.
Hey, Jordan,
crazy, bro.
Jordan.
It's not the same texture.
Jordan.
Yeah. That ain't regular hair, Jordan.
Jordan, wait. When you lose it, you come to me talking about the same Texas shit when it's time to get it back.
I'm good.
You're going to take what you can get.
Hey,
I think me and P good because we passed
J Money. J Money, how old are you, J Money?
38.
Hey, he got a full head of hair, bro.
Because my father still got his.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere.
Yo, LeBron shit look like.
So you need to shut the fuck up then, Jay. You gotta bow out of that.
Right. Hey, LeBron hair, listen. I don't care what you say.
You know what?
LeBron hair don't look regular, dog.
I'm gonna mind my business.
Here for the head, talking about, no, man, go use your head, man. Go ahead, cut that off, man.
This nigga LeBron got, that nigga LeBron got waves right here. Then he got like a little box. Then he got like Afro puffs right here. And then he got like 5 different cuts.
We only know because HD, man. Leave my man LeBron alone, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be accepting all this LeBron slander right now.
Listen, I'm a Laker fan.
I got a homie.
That nigga haircut game is fucked up though. Taco Tuesdays,
yeah,
that shit live.
I got a homie.
Taco Tuesdays.
I got a homie that does my beard, man. Shout out to Bill Cole. He be keeping me fresh. He also
your beard be fresh.
I appreciate it, man. Like he does it. He keep it right. He also does though the systems, the pieces, right?
Yeah, pieces. Yeah,
Hey, them
you can't
get real juice.
They be looking dope. I'm not gonna get one. Cause see,
hey, so you got the juice. You got the cheat code. You got the beard already.
Yeah, but listen, he showed me. Okay, Bill Cole. I'm sorry, man, if I put this information out, but he told me about a cat that had the beard. He showed me, and he had the system all right. But the dude was so happy he had the system, he went out and partied. I guess the bitches was on him and everything, right? So the nigga said he woke up with the hairpiece next to him on the pillow. I'm like, nah, I can't do that, bro.
See, that's the only thing,
Did Cool just, is that me or Cool just went out?
But
He shit went out.
I went out.
You back, Cool? You back,
Yeah,
Cool?
okay.
Yeah, you back.
It was a lady on, Instagram. Matter of fact, the dude's a young guy that got killed recently. Jordan from Baltimore. He's gonna murder.
Oh, the barber.
Yeah. He used to do them, right? But like, it was a lady that had alopecia. A lady, and he put the joint on her head, and she looked like, man, I like, yo, you really changed people's lives. Never mind the joke part. Right. But I'm saying you can't control, or you cancel chemotherapy, or you whatever. Them things looking good. The more they put them on, the more you're gonna see it. You know what I'm saying? Like, see it be things that somebody do, just like women in them wigs. But
I'm here to make a statement.
It waking up.
As much as I done woke up next to a couple of them. Look one way, wake up, like, hey, yo, my man, you gotta get the fuck out of here. Hey, homeboy. What is you doing over here? Like, as many games, like, I'm not gonna go do it. I'm ready for the baldy when my time. I had alopecia too. I had bald spots right here, bald spots right here. My shit was looking crazy. You know what I mean? I went through that shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. I was able to get the steroid shots and my shit grew back and I'm cool. But I got a little gray now. My gray came from that. But, I know that. I mean, women been getting away with it for how many years? So I'm not mad at no man who go get him a hairpiece and do his thing.
I was going to go get me one and shit until Neve was like, yo, bro, let it go. So I let it go.
No, bro. I'm not. No, bro. I'm not.
We not signing off.
If we went out of town, out of the country on a guy's trip, I would give up playing.
That's different.
I would do that.
That's different.
Hey.
Cool, get the fuck out. Hey, yo, can you imagine Cool with 360s? Cool just had 360s crazy.
Look.
Hey, but Trill Spill. Here go the cheat code. The Trill Spill is this though, and this is a podcast where we also give game. If you fake her with the hair and drop the D in her, if you put the D down, she gonna forget about that shit. She gonna be like, I don't care
listen,
about
hey, Juice. If you put the D down, she'll fix that shit for you. Hold on, babe. Let me go. Hold on. Let me get you right. I can't have you out here looking crazy. That shit, like, what's the name of that movie? The movie Christian Bale and was in Christian Bale, American Hustle. That nigga hairpiece is right. Like, hold on, babe.
Yeah, he did.
Right. Yeah. But since we all here, right? Let's talk about this LeBron.
Give me some of that money.
Jordan, you gotta pause this shit, Jordan. Okay. Jordan wandering off. He was good in the bed. Like, why you get out the bed, Jordan? Why tell you get out the bed, Jordan?
He went outside.
That's not a permanent part of this podcast. You can't just stay still. Why he outside? Like it's fucking trees. Let's talk about LeBron shit with LeBron and his kids and all. Well, LeBron being at his son game, and I'm making a big deal out of the fact that he was celebrating his son, Lil Bronny, was doing some shit. Why are they giving Bron a hard time about celebrating at his son game, man?
Because they want to.
Because it's August and ain't shit else going on.
Ain't nothing else going on. Ain't nothing wrong with LeBron doing what LeBron doing. Like, bro, yo, I ran out on the football field when my son was playing football and lit this kid.
Not right now, later on.
And I mean, like, we all ran out there when it happened, right?
Too,
it was
take it easy.
A bunch of fathers. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, LeBron ain't doing nothing different than any of us that never did, man. So, like, who cares?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Who cares, really? That's my point. Like,
you know what's crazy? The grind up would be bigger if he never showed up to none of Bronny games.
Bro, we damned if we do, we damned if we don't. That's my twist about it.
I can even dig the little problem people had with LeVar Ball. I can dig it, but LeBron celebrating his son and being in the layup line with his son team and all that. Come on, man, y'all gotta get the fuck out of here with that shit. A black man,
exactly.
A black man who spends his time in the gym, getting his body right. Who, as Cool always says, puts $2 million of money into his body every year. Finds time to go out and support his son. We need to acknowledge that and celebrate that. We need to celebrate Kobe Bryant, basketball team, and I'm being undefeated, and him doing that. We need to celebrate black fathers involved, not have anything negative to say about it.
That's why it's a trip, because this is a non-story. There's no such thing as being too involved in your kid's life. I told the story like at church league, we used to play for St. Veronica's little teenage ball, and my father used to be at the games, and I used to be pumped because Dieter used to be on the bench and all that kind of stuff and just helping out with the kids. And he was the only father about that did that. We went to Philly one time at a little tournament, and he rode up on the van, and it was just that. If my father could dunk, right, I would be in the late. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted him in the joint. Man, you gotta be kidding me. They are so out left field talking about LeBron on this, and there's no such thing as being too good of a fucking father. You got to be shitting me.
They said LeBron in a group chat with these kids. In a group chat. You have LeBron James, arguably one of the top basketball players ever, arguably one of the greatest basketball players right now in the league, and you mad because he out there in the layup line doing, like, come on, bro. Stop.
It's a young boy. It was a young boy on the team that said his dad never been to no game.
That's crazy.
You get what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, listen, hold on. You can say what you want to say about LeBron on the basketball court. You can talk about his hairline and all that. But as a father, man, I'm not letting that shit ride.
Yeah. Especially we got to do it for us. They trying to tear him down on that shit. You right, me.
We not letting that shit ride.
Bro, did y'all see when they asked the dude that worked at TMZ, man, like, his son played in one of those leagues, right? And they asked him how he felt about it. LeBron went up to his son, like, man, by the time you get in the league, hopefully I'm still there. His son, like, broke down crying. So I understand why adults worried about something that doesn't involve them when, bro, if Michael Jordan
was in the fucking layup line,
dunking in the layup line. What? Like, what are we talking about here? That's too much.
Like, listen, no matter what negative we got to say about.
He's one of the greatest athletes ever, let alone one of the best basketball players that ever lived.
No matter what we got to say about LeBron, we can say LeBron is whatever his record is in the final. Right. Listen, you can say what you want to say about his record in the finals. You can say what you want to. All these. What this man does as far as speaking up as a black man and you better leave him the fuck alone. Like, that shit right there, you will never hear me talk bad about. You know what I'm saying? You can sit back here and say, in the finals, just that in the third. You can say, he throws his teammates under the bus. You can say all that shit. But what he does, this shit right here, y'all better back the fuck up with that shit.
That's a non-story.
Non-story.
That's an August story. It's August.
And it's crazy that I see like black dudes like legit having a real life opinion about it, a negative opinion. I'm just like, he taking away from the kids. I'm like, dog.
You don't even know your fault.
You ask every one of those kids, how did it feel to see LeBron in your layup line? Like, in taking a selfie with your team, dapping y'all up after you get a bucket or and one. And they like, yo, he should be on the court. Yeah, maybe he shouldn't, but he is, and it's LeBron James.
No matter, listen, and end of the day, not even just that, politically what he does and how he speaks up about certain shit. Like, everybody love Michael Jordan. And for whatever reason, Mike has never done what LeBron does as far as those kind of things. LeBron, all that shut up and dribble shit and all that kind of shit. To me, I felt like, to a certain extent with Mike was too passive. Mike didn't stand up and...
You got to think where Michael Jordan came from culturally. Like, you know what I mean? Conservative neighborhood, working class family in North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? He didn't grow up in an urban environment.
Hold up, George. The same way.
The kids by his shoes.
Hold on. The same way Cool said we're not giving ASAP no pass. We're not giving Mike no pass because of where the fuck he from or what he been through.
I'm just saying that he isn't who he is to us because of his experience.
Because he don't want to.
He lived in Chicago. He lived in Chicago, and they was shooting these old starter jackets and Jordans in the 80s.
Hey, look, dog. Michael Jordan.
You could have said something.
Hey, Michael Jordan.
Listen, the money was more important.
He not
Michael
black
Jordan
OJ.
Michael Jordan is a country ass nigga who like to gamble and fuck on white bitches. Straight up. That's who he is.
Right. So LeBron get credit for not being that.
Right. Hey, cool. The bad thing about it is this nigga don't even wear Jordans. He don't even wear his shit.
That's hilarious, by the way.
He don't wear Jordan.
Lamarita.
He got a Lamarita? This nigga on go. We gotta stop this shit.
Who drinking a Lamarita?
I think George just ordered a Lamarita.
He's thotting.
That's why we don't let him on the podcast, yo. Like, he's too out of control. He getting a Lamarita. He a thought. Thank y'all, bro.
Hot girl summer. Jordan having the hot girl summer.
Hey, yo, that's a title. That might be what Jordan having a hot girl.
Hey, what are hot girls that having hot girl summer that also pay bills? That's what I want to know. Do they pay bills too?
Not having the hot girl summer.
The hot girls ain't having the hot girl summer. Don't they both got boyfriends? The city girls and Meg Thee Stallion.
Ain't one of the city girls in jail?
Yes. Been in jail. Hey, listen, real women, their kids is having hot summers and good summers, not them. Shout out to the real women who make sure their kids' summer is dope. It's some of y'all who worried about y'all summer being hot and your kids still wearing them same sneaks from fucking January.
They feet
out of here.
Meg Thee Stallion is fine.
Why your daughter got Nike boots on in the summer? Fuck out of here.
Yeah,
that's fucked up. Yeah, she fine.
Am I the only one who don't think wearing Timberlands in the summer is a bad thing? Like, I got some Timbs that I wore like 3
What
times.
You say? What you
my
say?
Girl ain't let me. Am I the only one who thinks my girl with me some Timbs for Christmas, right? I might have worn them like 2 times, right? She will not let me wear them since like May. Like, no, you're not wearing them. You better throw these.
But see, on the East Coast, I always thought that y'all was cool with that. Like here, we can't wear no boots in the summertime, bro.
I can't wear my boots either because my lady.
Tim's all season.
My podiatrist, first of all, my podiatrist is on the call, so I gotta make sure I say.
Hold up, that might be a top. That might be my podiatrist on the call.
If I go back to him like yo, my
Joe Button podcast can't say that.
Right, my podiatrist is on the call.
If I go back, once I go back to him, I'm like, yo, my heel I'm having problems in my head. Like, you was wearing Timberlands in August.
It's a fact.
All right, we talked about LeBron. All right, listen, man. Has the NBA dominated the summer because it's 1 week out? Well, a couple days out from the first official preseason game. The Hall of Fame game happened. Like I don't feel real football. Like maybe it's me. Am I the only one who not feeling like football ain't kicked in yet?
NBA had the best off season in a while. The NBA had their best off season in a while.
Oh, we gotta save and change free agency. Y'all lucky it went the way it went because y'all still been getting paid. Y'all better thank Kawhi. Y'all better thank AD. Clutch Sports.
Yep.
The biggest problem with the NFL is they market the brand without the stars. Like they don't market the stars at all, bro. Like and they force every year. You had some of the best players in the league literally begging for money.
Mm-hmm. Every year.
It's just like every year.
Like, I think the NBA has definitely found a way to capitalize on
the star power.
On the star power as well as the negative feedback and the negative press that the NFL has gotten. And they realize that, hey, this is how we're going to move now. This is what we're going to say. We're not going to even call owners anymore. This is what we're going to do. And so it's like they're going to find a way outside of those 82 games and additional games in the playoffs to get your attention the entire year. And I think they did a great job of that. And I think with the NFL, it's like, we enjoy it. We loved it. But it's like over time, we've seen things change. The rules have changed. Things have gotten watered down. So many different things have just went different. So it's like they might be losing a little steam.
I think the difference is even in our conversations, right? If I was to ask y'all, like if we talk NBA, we can talk about individuals. NBA is more individual. When we talk about NFL, it's more team oriented.
No, it's still
we can talk about
No. You had
it's still stars though.
In the league begging for money.
But it's not the same as the
not
NBA.
in camp. Melvin Gordon is not in camp. That shit matter, yo. What's his name wasn't going to show up.
I'm not saying it don't. But what I'm saying is, when you talk about it's more guys. You ask a guy what his NFL team is, he can say NFL team. You ask a guy who is NBA, I don't like teams. I like LeBron, or they like certain players. So it's more of an individual thing where it's like maybe it's because they don't wear helmets. I don't know.
That's by design, though. That's by design.
I think one of the the caveats that you may be missing in regards to that is it's way more new money owners
in the NBA
than it is in the NFL. Like,
what's less players to play? You talking about 53 and you talking about 15?
No, but I'm saying like new money in regards to the ownership. Like you got to think
they got more new money to spend.
Well,
yeah,
the problem,
like new way of thinking. Like Steve Ballmer, that's somebody who he paid cash for the Clippers. Like that's still to this day. Like they said that he could buy.
He the richest owner, right?
He could buy all 32
Microsoft
teams.
money.
Yeah, he could buy all 32 teams and still be a billionaire.
That's great.
But now, but I think it's a thing where it's though they got you boxed in so crazy in the NFL with this. I think the biggest mistake the NFL made is franchise tag. That franchise tag shit box you in the corner, whereas though we can franchise tag you for 2-3 years. That's the difference between you being 26 and being 30.
That's why this collective, the new thing that is going to be a big deal, man, because basically they're looking at the NBA players with all their power, so to speak, and their ability to be flexible, and they don't have any of that. They're not getting paid nothing. This is being devalued. So either they're going to have to be like, we're going to sit and strike, or because the owners ain't going to get that stuff up easily. They made it like that. They made it like that. Running back contract.
Can we sit back here and say more than likely we looking at the NFL strike and we not? I don't think an NBA strike is even going to happen because the players have the control. The NBA
ain't
players
nothing
are
wrong
what they
with
want to
NBA.
be.
I think the players are better GMs than the GMs in the NBA, and I think it's good for the league.
And they're more control.
It's great for the league. So I listened to this interview with the sister Michelle Roberts. She's the union president for the NBA, right? So she said that she was sitting on the union meetings for the NFL as well. And she said the biggest thing that impedes the progress of the players to even, to get progress in regards to the negotiations, that they're not unified. So you got to think,
right?
If we're a union and you got dudes who make $30 million, but they not willing to sacrifice 2% of that $30 million for the guys who make $500,000 to be, so that they have a little bit more financial security, you're never going to get it.
But when you look, hold on, let me ask you this though. Us being real grown men with it, right? When we look at it, how much Tom Brady just extended for how much?
$25 million.
Right. Tom Brady, 6 championship rings. 6. Is like maybe 20th as far as quarterbacks being paid.
Oh, he just went to 6. He just went to 6 about 20 minutes ago.
He went to 6, right?
Yeah, just now.
Yet and still, before that, he's won 6 championship rings, making the money he's made. Now, don't get it wrong. His wife.
So you got to bring his wife up.
The loophole in that is he wasn't getting the money per year. He was a lot of his contracts are incentivized. So he wasn't necessarily, you wouldn't see the numbers on the TV screen that, he signed a contract for $8 million. He very well may have taken less on the front end, but they incentivized his contract so crazy. They knew he could make the numbers and he would get paid.
And I think he's a bad example because we cannot discount his wife being the highest paid model out there. We can't discount that.
Yeah.
But hold on. It comes back to that question, whereas though, would you rather make $18 million and win, or make $28 million and
why not both?
Be every other quarterback in the league.
Right. Why not both?
I hear you.
Why can't it?
That ain't how it works, bro. With 53 players on the team.
I can't hear.
Mike said he can't hit.
I didn't hear nothing you said. I'm sorry.
No, I said, why can't y'all all heard me or no?
Yeah, I heard you.
I didn't hear you. I hear you now.
Why can't either you want to make $18 million and win 6 Super Bowls, or you want and consider the best player of all time? Not saying that a guy who decides to take $18 million is going to win 6 Super Bowls, because that's just probably not possible. But the fact of the matter is, he makes what he makes, and he was in the bottom half of the quarterbacks being paid. And if you look at the top 5 or 4, let's say the top 5 quarterbacks paid wise in the NFL, let's say the top 5 might have 6 Super Bowls or 5 Super Bowls compared to Tom Brady's 6 total.
Yeah, it's something to that. I think the biggest thing is that they need to get rid of I think they need
the franchise tag is the biggest problem.
That, and they need, I think the value in people based off their position I don't think that's fair to the players. So for example, when Todd Gurley health started declining as the season went off, then everybody was like, damn, Jared Goff sucked, which we all knew 2 years ago when he couldn't get on the field over Case Keenum when they drafted the number 1 overall. But they will pay Jared Goff way more than Todd Gurley will ever see because of the position that he plays. But he's a better football player.
Todd Gurley was a better football player the year before last, because last year, I don't know if you've seen the playoffs in the Super Bowl, bro, but
he was hurt.
Hey,
the NFL don't teach us nothing else. Y'all, is Jordan breaking up, or is it me?
Yeah, he breaking up.
All right. And if the NFL don't, you breaking up, bro. If the NFL don't teach us nothing else, is when you're hot, you better get your money.
But here's the thing.
You better lay beyond Bella.
They're playing in a league where we know that CTE is real. We know that injuries are real. We know that all kind of things could happen to them. And so why is it left up to them to determine their careers? Owners need to step up. The league needs to step up and say, hey, this is what we're going to do. We're going to make sure everybody's going to get paid. The NFL is making so much money. It's ridiculous.
Guaranteed contracts and lifetime health care.
Juice, hold on. You a businessman, Juice, right?
I mean,
so
yeah, for sure.
If I can give you 10 million instead of 15, is you gonna give him 15 because?
Okay, but I tell you like this though.
That's still
good
a
business,
form of
good
It
business,
is.
good business.
Good
has
business
to be
is staying
done
ahead of that.
because
guess what?
I know, like the NBA is doing good business right now.
Right.
They understand that if they don't do it right now, they could lose.
The league will die.
The NFL is gonna end up losing money, dog.
Here's my issue. So listen, hold on real quick. If all the players knew that the players had the power, things would be different. But they don't realize that.
Right.
Nobody goes to the game to see Jerry Jones. Nobody goes to the game to see Bob Kraft. You have historically disenfranchised people who never had nothing willing to take nothing.
Right.
That's what it boils down to.
Right.
They don't want to take nothing.
How many owners can you name in the league? But the whole twist is, if you're going to settle for it, you can't get mad at me for giving you what you settled for.
Nah.
So don't play.
Nah.
So don't play.
Nah. That's why you got to go back to the table.
But listen, listen. Hold on, Jordan. Juice, bro.
Yo.
Y'all know better than anybody. We know about signing contracts.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like, the difference is, if an NFL player like Le'Veon Bell sits out for a year, he's scrutinized by his teammates, by the league, by the fans. But it's nothing when the owner decides, guess what? You're supposed to make $15 million this year, but according to your last 2 year stats, you're not worthy of it. I'm gonna cut you.
That's the problem. They need to change that. But it's not an issue though.
Okay, so let me.
What you mean?
Bell decides to sit out.
What you mean it's not an issue?
Running backs.
When Le'Veon Bell decides to sit out for a year, they give him the hard time. But when the team decides, guess what? I'm paying. Who got cut? Time on the team and got cut, and because he was going to make a certain amount of money, and that amount of money to the owners didn't match their performance.
Right. So what's the point you're making?
What I'm saying is, when that happens, the fans and the teammates don't say, "Oh, that's wrong," that the owner or the manager decided to cut somebody.
That's the problem. That's the problem. If that's Terrell's point, if the owners, all they got to do is be willing to give up a little slice of whatever the pie that we don't know that they're about, and they used to take tax exempt advantage of just a few years ago. There was a nonprofit organization in the NFL, right?
NFL.
So all you got to do is say, "Here you go, players. Here goes some guarantee. We're gonna do guaranteed contracts this way, 80% guaranteed, or some dumb shit that they make up. Who knows? Just put the money in there, because if you stay ahead of it, you look more like the proactive instead of reactive.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know why they don't know that.
Companies do this all.
Because they bucking. Why? It's because they bucking. Why? Because CTE research. Why? Because people are killing themselves. Why? Because people are not playing football the same. They're going out to sports. That's why you want to keep your league.
When we talk about these issues, we don't blame the owners. If the owners were under the heat that they deserve to be under, when we talk about Le'Veon Bell,
we are.
The owners are. I think the owners are.
Listen, maybe not ESPN and them. Maybe not white people.
Corporations do this.
Yeah.
So like, let's say like when they're hiring you, like let's just say, for those of us that have average work, they will always come up with these policies. These policies are based off lawsuits. They're based off things that have happened in the past.
Right.
They get ahead of things. They make things more enticing to be a part of their company. The NFL can't be any different. They gotta find a way to look with all the shit under all the scrutiny, all the racism and shit like that. They gotta find a way to really step out and clean this shit up. And so you got ethics and you got legality. And so what's ethical?
Guaranteed contracts will be ethical.
Ethics will kill your shit, bro.
But it's
doing shit wrong
because they getting money. That's my issue.
For sure.
What you say, bro?
I said there's nothing to kill because they really getting money, right? Whether it be on the back end of profit sharing, whether the fact that they hadn't been paying taxes ever.
Right.
Like that, the loophole. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about, right? So the guaranteed television contracts that they get money off of, the NFL network that they get money off of, the goddamn parking lots is what make the real money.
Jersey sales.
You know what I'm saying? All of those things that they're making in sweatshops.
Soda and beer sales.
Right, yeah, exactly. The $12 I pay for the pretzel that cost 30 cents. Ask me how I know it cost 30 cents. Ask me how I know. You know what I'm saying?
Because you bought them before.
Right. So the profit margin on the popcorn, the sodas that cost 3 cents. You know what I'm saying? Those 42 ounces of soda cost 3 cents. You know what I'm saying? They charging you $7 and still paying the workers minimum wage. So the money is there. The money in the concessions, the money in all that stuff is there, right? The reason that the Chargers left and went to LA is because they didn't want to give up the parking situation to the city for 4 years. The parking situation. You understand what I'm saying? So the money is being made hand over fist and they just not sharing, right? That's what it boils down to, right? And then they want to use.
They being greedy.
They want to use the. I'm telling you, it's just like college sports. But you know, if I jump into that, you know, be all day. So I digress.
Oh yeah, college. That's a good one though. The college sports. The fact that the basketball and football pay for all the white sports. I'm sorry, not sorry. Like rowing,
right,
and all of that.
Crew. You know what I'm saying?
Crew, right? Crew. I mean,
yeah.
Crew. Don't nobody go see crew, whatever you call it.
And what's the other shit they do? The little field hockey bullshit.
Lacrosse.
Field hockey.
Yeah, don't nobody fucking do
all that shit, bro.
Field hockey is a ball on the grass with a hockey stick.
Oh yeah.
They play that at college, collegiate level.
Yeah.
Badminton.
Yeah, money. He said badminton.
That's real.
No,
it's pretty soon. Listen,
yeah.
No, listen. They about to give out.
I wanted to bring up something.
EA Sports.
That's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to bring up.
Right.
Nee. So, man, this game is. So y'all heard about the Fortnite tournament? Young 16-year-old ones, $3 million. What is it, $3 million?
It was $3 million.
So here's a skinny, man. They are so slick with this game. All right. So what happened a generation ago if you was the guy in the basement just played video games all day? You was an outcast, you was a no good, you was a weirdo, you was a whatever, right? You was, now you can make more money than a 9-year NFL veteran playing video games, using them as the video game at 16 years old. When they can't compete, if it's equal to be a blowout, when they can't compete, they switch the game and then figure out how to keep that wealth generation. Cold game. Check this out, right? Check this out. I looked it up. 400-something thousand for minimum, maybe 300,000 minimum, like year 1 to year 5, all the way up to year 9. Year 9 is not $1 million veteran minimum if you're in the NFL. You mean to really tell me I could teach my 10-year-old son play Fortnite? By the time you get 16, you might got a shot at winning some life-changing money as a generation ago. You'd be a gamer, a no good gamer, dropout, right? Life-changing money, and you can get more money playing tournaments, sports tournaments. You can get they doing it in colleges, guys. If you didn't know, they got electronic sports scholarships in colleges these days. Mm-hmm. You can send your kids to play for video games in college.
Guess what?
Wake up.
And he can keep his health, his mental health.
Do you understand what I'm saying? He gonna own the team. He gonna own the team.
You can teach your son or your son how to play sports in a video game instead of teaching him how to play the actual game
and get more money
through the physical. Right.
Dude just signed $100 million. Dude named Ninja play video games. If your kids don't know ass in $100 million contract needs to play fucking video games on YouTube.
His name Ninja. Of course,
$100 million.
Play the game all day.
$100 million.
His name
$100 million for video games. They told you it was a dropout a generation ago.
Listen, all you got to worry about is your thumb getting fucked up. What's that shit you got with your fucking fingers? What's that
Gamer's thumb.
Yeah.
Gamer's thumb.
Nah, man, I had to retire, dog. I thought you was in the league. Nah, man, I let it go, man. The thumb, you know the thumb go at the 8 years.
Something like an ACL.
Yeah,
Metacarpal like an ACL.
The thumb only got a certain amount of years on it, bro. You know how that go.
Hold up. Did y'all? I know y'all probably never, y'all ain't see this, but the 2K basketball league. Did y'all see when they was fighting? And they got suspended.
Nah.
I cried laughing so hard, bro. After the 2K game, because every team got a league. Like every team in the NBA got a league, like an actual team or whatever.
NBA team, right?
Yeah. They started fighting after the 2K game because the dude fouled them on the game.
What?
I'm talking about. Google it. Google it. They got suspended and everything. I was like, they got suspended for like.
Nigga
They
got
was
a
fighting in real life because he got. They was
They
fighting in real life because he got fouled on the game.
Because you know they play in like an arena, so they was fighting. Like, you know, they supposed to dap it up at the end of the game, and the dude swung on him, dog. I cried laughing, bro.
That shit is real, bro.
I played Madden games where you be like, hold up, bro. Like, we about to throw some hands because you just gonna keep throwing that cheap screen pass on me like that?
Listen, no, if you can't stop it, you gotta stop it, bro.
I'm gonna break the controller.
I mean, just send somebody out to the flat. If they throwing a screen, what they throwing like a screen out to the flat?
Hey, but I've been telling. Matter of fact, I told Cool years ago. I said, Cool, I'm telling you, man, the next thing is gonna be video game gambling, and that's gonna change the game.
Dude, they already have. They have college team. Like, okay, right now you can go to school, get a scholarship. They're playing this up to where you can play on a team. They're gonna have digital teams that compete for the school.
So what I'm saying is, just imagine I play you, you play me for $5, bro. Hey, I wouldn't leave my house on that battle.
Listen, and you can put, like, if you're a person who woke up and made your son go out there, and I watch Euphoria, right? And it's the black boy, the boy that played Ralph Tresvant on New Edition. He on there, and his dad had him out there training at like 7 years old, play football, and as a kid, his whole dream was to be in the NFL. You can put a controller in your child's hands, and damn near have the same effect without the physical concussions.
It's not even damn near. It's such an we got a system of football, you know, historically in this country. It's such in the infancy stage. I'm saying you'd be almost a bad parent not to tell your kids to play video games on some level in their part-time if they're gamers already. Like, so way we think, especially black folks, like, get out that game, go study. They already changing the game, bro. Ain't gonna be no go study in 20 years.
Ain't nothing like the mom, I want to do this for a living. I can make this amount of money on it, and they got the stats lined up and everything for you.
Yeah,
I ain't going to college doing this.
College is bogus. As far as money is concerned, when we just talking business for business, it's a better business investment.
I think
that's crazy.
Personally, because I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I think that a lot of the training, I think a lot of that gaming is going into some level of productivity that's going to require them to like use drones. I think they go like everything will be automated, and they're prepping these kids to do everything automated via their fucking house, bro. They're gonna be flying drones, coffee and shit to your house. Food. There ain't gonna be no cars on the street.
Bigger than that, when AI hits in that virtual reality, you're gonna be having people putting joints on their heads. Then we're gonna be playing football games against each other, and we're gonna be betting money on it, and we're gonna be in the game, and we're gonna be in there for
hours. They're working on contact lenses right now that you could go in your eye. You can see the navigation in your eye. You can see everything. You can look at stuff and see shit pop. This is real. This is happening right now.
No, this is getting a concussion because you've been playing the game with your.
Like the Matrix, Jordan. If you get a concussion, if something happens to you in the Matrix, it happens to you in real life. So if you get a concussion on the game, playing the game, that should really affect you physically in real life. Yo, it's gonna be to the point where as though your kids gonna be able to go to a party from their bedroom.
Yeah. No. That's exactly right. Virtual reality. That's exactly right.
They already got the headphones shit where they at a party with headphones on, listening to music, and don't nobody hear shit. So if you the neighbors, they have a party next door that you can't hear nothing that's going on because they got headphones on.
They got that saying like in Baltimore, Terrell, Sunday. They got one Sunday, Silent Beach Party they call it.
Yeah, silent parties. Where they put the headphones on and just rock out.
Hey, them shits is weird. I've been to two, and both times I was like, this is the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life.
How fast, bro?
Since you take the headphones off, right? You just be like, wait a second. Because you could be listening to DMX, right? And then the motherfucker next to you listen to Sade because they switched the station and shit. Or listen to another
Oh, is that how it go?
Is that what it
Yeah.
is?
Yeah. But it's color. So if you got green, you listen to hip hop. If you got red on your headphones, you listen to something else.
But ain't nothing worse than dancing on the joint and you listening to one thing. And
but you can see the color in her in the headphones. You're supposed to.
Oh, all right. So you stay away from her. Oh, she got red. Oh, she listened
to she listened to that early. Right.
Hey, as long as she giving up that box at the end, who cares?
Pretty soon, listen, you gonna throw some glasses on to be able to fill in. You can be in she can be in Wyoming, you can be in Baltimore, and it feel like you right there together.
Hey, to all the nerds, I don't want no virtual cat. I want real cat.
No. Hell no.
I can't.
I need the feeling. I need the real feeling. If it's virtual, do you guys still wear a condom? They go a topic for the podcast.
Right, that's another day. Like,
he said what? If
it's virtual, do you still wear a condom?
I wish the fuck my wife would be like, hey baby, turn that virtual pussy on. Like what? No motherfucking virtual pussy.
Nah, we're not doing virtual pussy.
I got a headache. Turn the virtual on.
Right. Hey, listen, that virtual. All right, let me ask y'all something. I'm glad we got Jordan.
Let me choke her.
Hey, I'm not listening. We can't. Somebody hit the pause button. He about to shut the podcast down the first time we seen his face. Hey, let me ask y'all something. Who's elite as far as rapping in the rap game right now? Listen, what bothers me the most about this social media shit is people take. Hold on, bro. Hold on. What bothers me is when I ask a question, motherfuckers talk with their heart and not with their mind. With the whole Nas shit, motherfuckers was stuck in 1992, 1996, 2001, answering questions about 2019, 2020. I'm asking right now, to this day right now, who's the elite in the rap game? We talking about elite. Don't talk with your heart.
R.B. Drake.
I don't want to hear Jay-Z.
R.B. Drake Graham.
Like is elite.
R.B. Drake.
I don't know how it gets more elite than Drake.
I'm gonna tell you this shit, right?
I don't know what you want me to say.
Hey, them little singles he dropped too.
That was
old.
All old.
Drake. No, I didn't really like that joint though. I ain't gonna hold you. Now, I'm a big fan.
You ain't like what?
I only got 4 songs in. Man, this shit whole thing.
Oh man, all of them is classic.
I don't know about the first 4 wasn't, bro.
Dreams, Money, Goodbye. What?
Listen, compared to what I'm hearing now.
Bro, Dreams, Money, Goodbye was out when I lived in Japan. That's how old that song is. Think about that.
I listened to that joint. I listened to that shit on repeat all day yesterday.
All day.
I'm gonna have to listen to it again tomorrow. Next week I'm gonna talk about it again because I was like, I'm looking for certain shit from Drake now.
You said elite.
No, I'm talking about that project.
I'm gonna go ahead and say, and it's not a light skin statement. I'm just gonna go ahead and be real with you. Right now, when he raps, when he's barred up, there's nobody out rapping Drake right now.
Yeah, listen. I'm not. No. I was talking about the shit, the unreleased shit he put out.
Yeah, that shit too.
I wouldn't call it.
When I was listening to it, I was like,
"It's all together in one location now." That's not.
I ain't heard it.
That
hold on.
is banger stuff. That 4 p.m. in Calabasas when he gave it to Joe, he was giving to Joe the whole song.
I gotta listen to it. Don't quote me now. I gotta listen to it. Let's get back to the question. We're not talking about that.
Hold up, Neef. I'm gonna give you this one. I'm gonna give you some context when you listen to it. So the first joint, right? Dreams, Money, Goodbye. That's the shit that pissed Pusha off to where he felt like Drake was coming for him because Wayne never addressed him. So that was Drake first, like, you know what? I'm gonna tighten this nigga up because he coming for my man.
Yeah.
And that's that.
He didn't tighten him up though. He ain't gonna tighten him up. Listen.
If you listen to him.
No, listen. Drake is reformed. Right? Drake is in the best place he's ever been right now. If you listen to Sicko Mode, it's certain shit. That shit with Rick Ross right now, the Gold Roses.
He's zapped.
He barred up on Gold Roses, dog.
Yeah.
He barred up on a Meek joint.
That shit.
He took Meek whole song and just like he killed it.
Not gonna play Meek like Meek verse wasn't hot though. Meek verse was hot on there.
Hey, for real though.
Who makes the song though? Who makes
Meek on it. Meek doing his thing. Meek on it. Hey, look.
All right, hold on. I'm asking who's elite. Now I want to say, right? To me, Drake is Drake is LeBron James.
That's
He
elite.
can do something. He can do something with anybody. Like, you can put Drake on with anybody and it rock.
Slaps. It's one slap.
We established Drake as elite.
Yeah, that's it.
Who else is elite?
I don't know. I don't know. If you ask him right now, I don't know.
It's some of these niggas.
But see,
ain't
the
elite.
difference.
Some
I
of
think
these
the
niggas
difference
ain't
with Drake.
elite.
Hold on. I think the difference with Drake is Drake never takes no time off. Like if Drake not putting out his own material, he's on something like he never goes missing.
You know, Drake has this is what Drake does really, really well. He has never been unafraid to attach himself to young people or newness or new sound or new ways. And that's important when you're talking about arts and crafts, right? When you talk about art, because that's really what it's all about. We cannot like Rick Ross and think that he's CEO and that shit bullshit and all that. And at some point in rap and hip hop culture, that meant something. Realness meant something. It's been a long time since that meant something. So we only got to talk about that, right?
We talking about MCing?
Yeah.
Huh?
Just MCing though, right? As a lead.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
I'm
Just MCing. So if we skip past all of that, then it's really about the bars. It's really about the music, right? So Rick Ross being the CEO didn't matter because that shit he was driving was hot. You know what I'm talking about? The joint he came out coming at with 50 Cent was hot. It was a hot fire visual and all that, and that was then. So Drake knows what these new artists, unlike a generation ago, right? And I use Future, right? And I'm not saying he elite, but I'm saying they know how to make these melodies, they know how to make these tones, they know how to go independent, they know how to shoot their videos. They are basically the A&Rs of their own selves. The record companies, I think, fucked up by distancing themselves. And Drake does it probably at the highest level of today. So that's a good analogy. LeBron, if you say Jay-Z is Michael Jordan, then Drake being LeBron because he's using all of that stuff. So when Jay-Z go touch a Bun B and Pimp C, remember Pimp C ain't even want to do the song, then the shit become Big Pimpin', right? That's a big deal. When Biggie go say, it's on in Biggie, baby, it's on in Biggie, baby, that's a big fucking deal. Memphis Bleak go down and get on the song with Trick Daddy and T.I., a big deal. Drake ain't never been afraid to go hop on a song with Migos or Lil Baby or whatever. That's going to keep him as relevant as anything else he drops, and I give him major props for that.
Summer Walker.
All right, but okay, we talked about Drake. Right. Okay.
Rick Ross elite.
I agree.
I don't know about that.
Rick Ross is elite. He's an elite MC.
Ross got elite MC bars.
Yeah. He on a tier, one tier level that's like elite.
So who's elite then?
But you just saying Drake is by himself. I don't think you say Drake by himself.
Yeah, like he by Drake.
I'm gonna say Cole. I'm gonna say K-Dot.
Yeah,
even though I think Kendrick is overrated, he's still elite.
Whoa!
Kendrick to me is first off, let me say this.
And I think
Nas 2.0.
I said what I said.
Hey, because being
Nas 2.0.
Huh?
Hey, being that I'm
what'd you say, Ro?
I said childish elite.
Bro, finally somebody.
I said childish elite.
Whoa. I'm about to come on my shit.
Come on,
No, he not. No, he not.
You don't know no better. I'm sorry.
No, he not.
I'm sorry. You don't know no better. You don't know no better.
Okay, hold on. Time out.
Hey, Ro, can I get in on this?
Go ahead, Jordan.
First of all, Terrell he's not wrong because Kendrick is overrated. To Pimp a Butterfly was definitely overrated.
Whoa!
What about Damn?
What about it? What about it?
Damn was that shit, dog.
No, it wasn't.
I took 8 songs off of that easy.
I know you did.
I thought Damn was good because it was a concept album.
Hold on.
Hey, man, hold on.
And if you listen to them together, they match.
Hold on.
Neef, you got to get control of this podcast, Neef. You got to get control of this.
Hold on. You're going to justify saying Kendrick's overrated by speaking Childish Gambino name? Get the fuck out of here.
You think Kendrick Lamar is more talented than Childish Gambino? You done lost your mind. You done lost your mind. You done lost your mind.
Dog.
You done lost your mind.
That's my problem with you.
That's my problem. You lost your mind. That's what you done did.
That's my problem with you.
That's fine. You lost your mind. You only think Kendrick is elite because it's the popular opinion. Because you think it's the popular opinion, don't you?
Coming from a Kanye fan who think Kanye top 5. Something bumped your fucking head.
Hey, I'm gonna have to have this.
You think Kanye top 5? Then you gonna walk that one back?
I said Kanye top 5.
Hold on.
I said Kanye top 5.
Shit back?
I said top 5.
He never in your top 5. He not in your top 5?
He's not in my top 5.
No. I know you. You don't listen. Hold on, Jordan. Hold on. You don't gotta speak that shit on no fucking podcast, nigga. I know you, bro. I know you. So don't talk. I don't give a fuck what you say on the podcast. I know you personally. So don't talk like Kanye in your top 5 to me. Say that for another motherfucker. I know you.
I had to go to the A room in the studio to say what I'm about to say. Because that's the only way. That's the only way I can say it. I got the. Check this out. As an artist, I'm not gonna come at these guys like that because I ain't trying to get no battle smoke. I really don't get into that shit. But I'm gonna say this about Kendrick. Kendrick is a dope artist. He's somewhere. There's people that you have artists and then MCs. Kendrick is not really an MC. Kendrick is an artist. Right. So to Pimp a Butterfly and Good Kid, Mad City, yo, you got to understand that's on something different. And Childish is an artist. Damn. I wasn't on that.
I think damn. Listen,
hey Jordan,
listen, y'all know.
Hey, I'm coming out my shit, Jordan. Somebody go ahead and slapbox me, dog.
Because J-Rock, to me, J-Rock and Schoolboy Q are the better rappers.
Did y'all know that he re-released Damn, and in the re-release, you play it,
and it was fire. And it was fire, cool. It was fire, cool. Both ways.
Kendrick is dope.
Listen to Fear. Hold on. Listen to Fear, dog.
No, I'm with you. I like Damn. I thought To Pimp a Butterfly was kind of phony.
Hey, I gotta give y'all one hot take though. I ain't mean to cut y'all because I do gotta go. I got a session. I gotta say this though. J. Cole is not elite. All right.
Son, let's talk about that.
He's not elite. Actually, he's overrated, and you can't spit a J. Cole bar right now.
But listen. Who's elite? Who's elite then?
I think it's really only Drake right now.
Y'all niggas, I'm done. Episode 55, I'm done. I'm done with this shit. I'm done.
Hey, I'm gonna catch the rest of it. I'm gonna listen to the rest of this though. I gotta go, y'all.
All right, G.
Love you too, Juice. All right, bro.
Yeah.
You can't ask a question like that. You gotta have an answer first of all. Who you think is elite then?
Elite,
you gotta say some homework shit. Go ahead.
I say Kendrick's elite. I think the next project by Meek is going to decide whether he's elite or not. I feel like the last album was
Who you say? Who you say?
What I said was, the next project will decide if he's elite.
He had 20 features on the last album.
What that mean?
Okay, so hold on. So what's the best J album? Because Hard Knock Life to me is the best J album.
No, let's not get up.
Why would you say
Hard Knock Life
was the best J album?
Nobody ever said that.
Stop it, because I ain't even.
Hard Knock Life that shit, dog. If Hard Knock Life ain't the best, it's in your top 3, or you ain't no whole fan.
No.
It's not in your top 3?
No.
Turn the fucking Jordan, you're done, Jordan.
Listen, you know why? You know why?
Top 3 Hove album?
Name 3. Name 3 more hotter than that.
Soft.
Reasonable Doubt for me. American Gangster for me.
No.
Blueprint for me.
Yes.
I give you Blueprint.
444 for me.
No.
Hey, bro, when I see you, we go. I swear to God. No, dead serious. I'm tired of this shit. 444 better than fucking.
For me, yeah.
Hold your own weight, defend my crown, got to lock it down, and when they rush.
Part 2.
It ain't a song on there besides I'm OJ. Besides that shit, ain't nothing else quotable.
The Black
album. Shit! 444 was dope.
The song 444.
It's better than fucking
the Black
album. The Black Album.
What's his number one selling album?
Oh, Hard Knock Life.
Solid. I'm done. They gotta be in the top 3 just because of that.
No,
it sold 5 million.
That doesn't mean anything. The gentrification of the song that he chose.
Oh, get the fuck out! Hey, don't
Hard
use
Knock Life.
gentrification and talk about
The Hard Knock Life song is what propelled that album to where it was. What are you talking about?
His first number one single of all time wasn't on that album. He just got his first number one.
No, he didn't.
New York, the shit with Alicia Keys was his first number one. No. Pull it up.
Are you talking about albums or songs?
Volume 2
songs.
I don't know.
What you say?
Volume 2 wasn't it. I don't know why you said
you tripping, bro.
And you
38 too, Jordan, so you don't get no pass.
You mentioned Meek Mill, and that's just weird.
I said like his next album was the side of he.
That's like me saying Be Rich.
Who you got besides Drake?
Time out, yo. Time out. No, he didn't just compare Be Rich to Meek Mill. You would not disrespect Meek Mill on the podcast like that.
Jordan, hold on, get up my shit, Jordan. No, fuck that shit. We got slapbox, dog. Hold up. I'm doing the rest of the podcast with my white beater, dog. Fuck that.
I'm saying Meek Mill is the face of criminal justice reform.
No, I'm saying like his loyalty put Meek Mill in the class with Drake and Kendrick. That's funny.
What are you saying? What did you say?
Jordan, what did I say, Jordan?
No, what did Jordan say?
I was just saying his niche loyalty to his city.
No, it's not. It's not, bro. So
what?
Where do his album rank as far as last year? Last year albums that came out, where do Meek album rank?
It was okay.
Number one, like top 3 of last year.
Yeah,
top 3 releases of last year.
I thought it was good.
A top 3 release.
Run this town.
It's 1, 2, or 3. No matter, depending on how you feel.
He had he had a lot of help on that joint though.
You said, hold on, what you say, Rob?
What are you talking about, Jordan?
It's a lot of features on there.
The best
Drake is a feature king, buddy. What you talking about?
I guess.
Don't got features on it. Trauma, the best song on it to me.
A lot of features. Listen, can I talk?
No, but
can I talk? Can I get in there? Y'all can't hear me?
Yeah.
Go ahead. You play cool.
I'm saying features don't subtract or take away from somebody no more than me saying somebody wrote a reference track anymore. Like no more than somebody saying you ain't from where you from and you rap about where you put that nowadays. So all of that is out the window. You act as if features carried that Meek Mill album. In reality, any feature that was on was perfect for that album. Not only that, he gets credit for the elevated subject matter. We ain't talking about stripping and we ain't talking about dope dealing. We talking about justice reform, and you can make that rap 16. You can make that rap in 16 bars. That's hot for hip hop. Drake ain't even doing that. So you get extra credit in my eyes for that. I don't think him having features knocked him down at all. I think this album took him up a notch. If anything.
Let me ask y'all, what's your favorite track on that album? Favorite track on my album ain't the feature, it's Trauma. Or the intro. Or Oodles and Noodles Baby. Like, are we serious? It wasn't like the best songs with features.
No, I'm saying like what I mean by features is
I can't. I'll be breaking up, yo. I can't even hear you.
Hold on.
You ain't hear me cool?
It might be my joint because I'm by my house. My iPad might be connecting back to the Wi-Fi. Hold on.
Well, you can't hear it, cool. You couldn't hear me? Cool. Bro, you can hear me, bro, right?
I can hear you. I can hear you cool too when he was talking.
Right.
It might be my joint because my Wi-Fi picks up when I get close to the house.
Yeah, so like I was saying, what's the favorite tracks off the album? Like, to me, my favorite tracks don't have nobody else on it. You said, you said the drink with Rick Ross and Hope was your favorite shit, right?
By far, it's not even close.
Which is understandable.
Yeah.
Hope, that's one of the best Hope. First of all, for Hope to throw that verse on there, come on, man. That's one of the best Hope verses in how long? There ain't a 444 verse on there that fuck with that verse that he dropped on Meek shit. Can I at least get agreement in that?
I agree.
No. he was saying like 444 is I think I appreciate 444 for something else, man. Like I like just like Charlamagne say, adult contemporary hip hop.
Money at the strip club, credit.
Right.
The whole album. That's the hardest.
No, listen.
The whole album.
I ain't gonna hold you. I had to take some credit away because last night I was at my little brother / brother-in-law trunk party, and I heard that lemonade bar on somebody else. I think KRS or somebody else said lemonade is a popular drink. That shit was somebody else shit.
That was guru shit. It's just a bar, bro.
Oh, right.
Lemonade,
okay, all right.
Popular drink, and it still is.
Right, but I was just like, no, dog, like, it felt
a poet like a huge occasion when I'm on the expressway.
Yeah. Cool. It felt different thinking it was the whole bar that he came up with, and it was somebody else.
I'm surprised you ain't know it was a guru bar, Niche.
I'm not a big fan of.
I'm gonna take my shirt off, man.
That was like the best. That was the best video of like 1992. They was.
Do you like donuts, nigga?
They was down in the boardwalk in Atlantic City. Smooth.
Yeah. Right.
Yo, listen, I heard that shit the other day. I'm like, damn, Hov stole that shit.
Listen to kids, yo.
That's not really a steal, yo.
That's not stealing, yo.
Steal, bro.
No, come on, yo.
Why? Because he took Nihilators? He took Nihilators instead of taking like a dollar soda?
He addressed this on a song. You know what I'm saying?
There's no way you let Quentin Miller ride and then talk about a fucking bar from Hov.
I had a hard time. Hey, cool. I had a hard time with that Quentin Miller shit. I ain't gonna hold you.
Well, we gotta let it ride. Me too. I had a hard time too, but we gotta let it ride ultimately. So we're gonna let it ride. Slide. It all gotta slide.
Of course you didn't. You like Kanye.
I'm honored.
Kanye's your favorite rapper.
What's wrong with that? So what? Fine. If you're making that point, I don't understand it. I don't get it.
Why was you denying it when I said it earlier?
You said Kanye in my top 5. I said no, he isn't.
He talking about the black Kanye.
The black Kanye, he didn't write.
I'm not disputing if I'm a huge Kanye fan or not. I don't care about if they wrote it or not. Kanye delivered bars. He still said, killing y'all niggas on that lyric shit, mayonnaise color bitch, push miracle whips. That is the
mayonnaise
color. I'm not letting you get that.
Hey, bro.
I want to hear you say that shit. That's your man, and I'm not letting that shit ride.
Ron
Fest with them nails is the hat and all that.
No, Ron Fest.
Before that,
listen,
hey, cool.
You're not gonna do that.
Hey, cool. Listen, we all family right here. It's your family, but I'm part of your family. Cool. Jordan, you used to love Kanye, like Kanye.
I still do. I don't understand what point you're trying to make. Everybody knows I'm a huge Kanye fan. Before Kanye became Kanye West to everybody else, he was already Kanye West to me. We family all day.
So listen, we family. So I'm addressing my real problem. My real problem is you denying Nicki Minaj last week, like Nicki Minaj weren't your motherfucking number one. That's my real problem with you.
Don't do that.
Switching up your real one.
Don't do that.
Because you was a Nicki Minaj Kanye, but now they on some bullshit. You ain't riding.
I was a Nicki Minaj fan. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh,
you swore the monster verse with her on top of the rap game.
I did. I still stand by her monster verse. So what's your point? Today.
Who's the greatest after that verse?
Yo, you just saying shit right now.
I'm not saying shit. Jordan, hey, listen, Jordan, look, Jordan don't even want to look at the fucking camera. Cool.
Huh?
He used to love Nicki Minaj. He swore Nicki was the greatest.
I'll be back.
No, don't go nowhere. No, where you going at? Fuck is he going? I put him in look, he pleads the fifth. You try to run off. He ran off with a plug twice.
That's a tough one.
Nah, I don't want to hear that shit. Y'all ain't give me no elites but fucking Drake. That's sad.
That's it.
No, bro. It gotta be. So he just stands alone with the crown. So Hov, so you telling me Hov in his prime didn't stand alone with the crown, but Drake do?
Hov did. Hov was a class by himself.
Yeah. It go Michael, LeBron, even with Kobe. It go Jay-Z.
Whoa. So DMX ain't had 2 years?
Listen, DMX is not on Jay-Z level.
1 year. 98 was the year.
Yeah, that's it.
And he's not on Jay-Z level.
That shit came out December.
He was cracked out, and Jay-Z still had summers.
Oh, listen. Flesh him,
and the next person is Drake.
That was 1 year. And Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. That was the same year.
And then it was X, the third one.
No, name 3 songs off of, and then it was X.
The shit with him dragging a lot.
Get off my phone, yo. This shit with him dragging a lot. Come on, yo. Don't do that. DMX had 1 year.
No, that third album had what these bitches want from a nigga. It had Baltimore niggas on it.
Yo, that's the name of the podcast. Right there. That third album had what these bitches want from a nigga.
That's too long. I don't know if we can put that on. Hold on. How many chicks you know was listening for their name? Like, about 3 Kims, Latoya, Kathy, Rashida.
It's Dark and Hell is Hot and Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood was the best. That was 98 was the best year of hip hop ever.
Y'all gonna make me lose my mind was on there.
Yeah, it was
that was the same year. That was the same year.
No, y'all gonna make me lose my mind was on the third one.
What? You talking about Party Up?
Party Up. The drink with him and Drag. That was a big John.
Yo, what's going on with you today?
I don't know what's up.
I'm dead serious. What you talking about, Jordan?
He dead serious. That's the problem. Dead serious.
First of all, Jordan, you're questionable because you don't got a wife beater on right now. Like, so I'm not even respecting everything you said. Like, you at 75% because you don't got a wife beater on right now.
I still got.
And you know, hold on. You know you don't come on this podcast with a wife beater on. You know that. You listen to every episode. Wife beaterless is very like.
Je ne sais quoi.
You see he rubbing his chest like with my wife beater. Like, please show up.
No, you can't. This dry.
No.
You can't wear a wife beater under there.
You know cool?
Huh? I don't have a white beater on. This is my in the house.
I'm fucking done. I'm not. Episode 55 is fucking over. I'm done.
That's the nigga that wore boxes till 2 weeks ago.
It was more than 2 weeks ago. Hey, yo, hold on. Grind me up, though, cool. Cool, did you not grind me up crazy?
Jordan was grinding you up via text message.
I went and bought 15 pair. Like, you know how many pair I got?
I can't hear you.
Do you know how many pair I went and bought because of you? But I've been preaching white beaters.
Yeah, just Ding-A-Ling swinging out the front home for like 35 years. Yo.
We're not going to refer to my dick as a Ding-A-Ling. That's what we're not going to do. We're not going to talk about my dick. We're not going to refer to my dick as a Ding-A-Ling. That's what we're not going to do. Okay?
Only Ding-A-Ling's going boxes.
But y'all out here white beaterless. When y'all got breast cancer, I don't want to hear shit. Y'all got breast cancer? Jordan, get off that phone. You on a podcast right now, brother.
Nee. If I go outside, you gotta wear a white beater. But I'm not outside. This is my in the house. This is like an undershirt today. So if I go outside, I do wear white beaters 100% of the time.
Y'all, I can't wear them with a dry fit though.
Yeah, the dry fit you ain't supposed to wear.
You gotta wear a white beater with dry fit.
You gotta wear a white beater at all times. That shit like your seatbelt.
Not in the house, yo. Not in the house. You wear white
like a
beaters to sleep.
seatbelt.
I don't have no shirt. I don't wear a shirt in the house.
You wear white beaters to sleep, me?
Because you came on the podcast without a shirt on, Jordan.
Yeah, I don't wear a shirt in the house. I'm sorry. I don't wear a shirt.
You're fucking terrible, yo. I've been listening. How can I push this white beater shit to the world? And my co-host / brothers don't even support me in my movement.
Yo,
the fuck is wrong with y'all?
I'm the dude in the sauna with the
with your dick hanging out. With his Ding-A-Ling out. He the nigga in the sauna without a towel on.
Ding-A-Ling swinger.
Hey, cool. Jordan is the
guy. Like an old white man.
No, I wear
the guy in the locker room with his dick out talking to you.
No, hey,
my man, you gonna put a towel on?
Bro, I wear my running joints. I wear my running joints to the sauna, bro.
Yeah.
All shorts on with his Ding-A-Ling out.
Yeah, I wear my running joints.
That might be the name of this podcast. He got ball shorts on with his Ding-A-Ling out. I bet he get like 300 views. I'm gonna put his name up there too, Jordan.
That's how we gotta start thinking, yo.
Right. He got his ball shorts on with his Ding-A-Ling out. I'm about to write this down, bro. You'll get the text tomorrow.
Right.
Hey, yo, cool. You see the list? The list is like fucking 10 fucking items.
Right.
Ball shorts on with his Ding-A-Ling out. He got kids too, like, Dad, please. He going to cop with his legs open. Hey, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Look, just like he was sitting like this.
Free balling.
Hey, bro, he was like this. Look, come here, let me talk to y'all. Pop, you close your fucking legs first.
Yeah, I
Free
ain't
balling.
hey, cool. I really, I'm very rarely in a shirt in the house, bro.
Yeah.
All right, my bad, Jordan. Jordan ain't never gonna come on. Like, I ain't fucking with Neef no more.
Oh, nah. I live for this.
No, you grinding me up about, listen, I went aboard. I'm Nautica out, though.
So you gotta talk to your man, Bird, because he the one said, he texted me, he said, yo, your man still wearing boxer briefs.
Who did it, bro?
Yeah, I said, yo, he said you still wear boxers. I'm like, boxers. I said, yo, we almost 40. You can't just be out here like that.
Yo, y'all, listen. The next week, I had to.
I thought I thought you caught a bit, and I was like,
yo, I'm fucking done. Yo, the name of this podcast, I swear to God, is he got ball shirts on with the Ding-A-Ling out. I don't care if it's long as hell. I want the people to see this shit.
Yo, I was like,
I have plenty of topics to talk about. We're doing this motherfucker for like 2 hours. What y'all think about Pusha T and Wayne being on the Rick Ross joint?
Yeah,
Is it official?
Yeah, it's official.
I
think it's Maybach Music 6 or something.
Together?
Did we hear it yet? It ain't out yet, is it?
No, come out next week.
That's cool.
I'm here for all unity.
Yeah,
I'm here.
cool with that.
No, it wasn't unity.
I know. I'm saying I think Ross's intent was unification, though. So he ain't tell Wayne, he ain't tell Pusha. And what I'm saying is I'm here for we gotta be like when we elevate this thing, real shit, real spit. If we spirit a Nipsey, us together is better than us apart. Now, who is us? Whoever the fuck we talking about.
But it never got to the point where as though there was something physical or somebody was going to get hurt. It was just
grown. Y'all got damn near. You know what I'm saying? More than all that. Yo, you should be able to be at least.
What you say? Now say it again, Mike.
No, I was just saying at least to the point where you can get money and make art together, man. Because guess what? The beef was about nothing anyway. If we say what's the Pusha and Wayne beef about? You'd be hard pressed to remember the inception of that beef. We got to go back.
Only reason I know because I watched the podcast with Joe and when Pusha went into it, and it was really petty.
Right. Go ahead.
It was basically somebody said to Wayne like, "Oh, you still the Babe and Ape and still in their whole style as far as that," and he was like, "Look at the money I got. Why I like stealing from them?" And it was something petty.
Yeah, petty. So all I'm saying is, and it's like Pusha over 40, ain't he? Or he close.
Yeah. You know he over 40. He like 44 or something.
Yeah,
like mid 40.
So like when you get married and you got other stuff going on, you got life going on, man. Like my whole thing is, I just think unity is always better than separation. And I'm good for a good rap beef, but I'm like old beef that gets buried, like a Jay-Z and a Nas. I'm way here for that, bro. I'm way here for that. If I liked Nick, I don't have a stake in the game, but I appreciated the fact that Nicki and Meg could hop on the joint and they can appreciate each other. Guess what would happen if Nicki, Meg, Cardi got on the track or did a tour or did some shit like that? Man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here for that, but that shit will never happen because you know how it goes. So if Wayne and Pusha, I bet you're gonna be fire on it. I mean, I think Ross' intentions were pure, so he been shouting that I'm gonna call Drake up when Meek and Drake was at the height of the beef. You feel me? So I'm here for it.
Yeah. It's been a long time. I don't really know that serious at this point. Right.
Yeah, man, they should be able to get over that, man.
They super grown.
Yeah.
They both like 40 because I think, matter of fact, I think Wayne my age, so Wayne might be 37, 38.
When you old in hip hop, you know what I mean? You got to get over that shit, bro. Y'all can tour forever, man.
I mean, it's cool when it's hot and y'all going. Well, first of all, you got to appreciate the fact that it's nothing physical, nobody getting hurt, everybody getting their money and their families are straight. I mean, we like you said, we like the competition of cats going back and forth, and because hip hop is really about, at the essence of it, who's the best. You know what I'm saying? So we appreciate that. But as long as ain't nobody getting hurt, ain't nothing physical going on, people able to provide for their families. Y'all went through what y'all went through, squash it. Let's make money together. Drake and Meek is the perfect example of that.
No, Drake and goddamn everybody is a perfect example for that.
Oh yeah, Drake and Breezy.
Yeah, they killing that no guidance shit.
He's smart. Listen, that's the song right. Listen, that song right there. That's one of them things I think is gonna have like years of life on it. And I was me and T was, I said, listen, whoever, I don't know who put it together, but the way it's put together too makes a lot, like how Drake started off and how Chris come in, and the way that song was put together. I was smoking weed when I listened to it, and I made this assessment, so I might have been high, but the fact of the matter is, the way it's put together is very special. I feel like it's one of them songs that's going.
Well, you got
it. Might.
You got it.
With time, it's going to age good.
Yo, Drake is hilarious. You know, in that video.
Oh, yeah, the video?
He was hilarious, I thought.
It's about some.
Yeah, he was hilarious.
You're like, oh,
yeah, right. How many times did you pull somebody's heart out their chest when you was little? How many times did you do the snake playing martial art or just dancing?
You're like, oh, I'm spinning around you. 360 on.
Right.
Hilarious. Right. Yeah, maybe. So I think that matters.
You know how comfortable you got to be in your own skin? It's like him making fun of himself. He was making fun of.
Right. It was
more of a.
He can't body Chris Brown.
It was the ultimate. And it was the ultimate olive branch, whereas though you're saying, let me glorify Chris, and I'll be the joke. I'll be the butt of the joke on this one, which was dope.
Right.
That he had no problem being the butt. And,
that's dope.
Right. At dance off, come on, we all know Chris gonna win that. You know what I'm saying? So he had no fun. He had no problem making fun of himself. Like honestly, we have to acknowledge the fact that I feel like he might have been at an all-time low with the Pusha T joint where we might have thought, and he's really rebranded himself where though you don't think about it.
Exactly. He came out unscathed, and I got to get that boy credit for that.
Not even unscathed. He came out better. I feel like. Because I was the guy who questioned. I had songs I liked, but it was still like I don't know about Drake. But now I'm like, yo, I swear I'll be, and bro, grind me up. I'll be in the shower. I had to blew something. So I'm a little high. I'm like, damn, this nigga Drake dope. Like this nigga barred up. Like he be killing shit. The fact that he threw this, the fact that he threw the City Girls on the what's the joint? The Kiki joint. And what's crazy about the Kiki joint was I didn't even know about the City Girls yet. So when I listened to it again, my T like, yo, baby, that's the City Girls, right? I'm like, oh shit, for real? When I was listening to City Girls, I was late to the party. You know what I'm saying? So he was already, he's ahead as far as what's coming next to be major.
See how I like shut up?
Oh, y'all done podcasting?
Nah, I'm right here.
No, yeah.
All right, one more thing I want to address real quick before we go off. And it's drugs in the hood and drugs in the suburban drugs as far as kids. Like I told you, I've been watching this show, Euphoria. You feel what I'm saying?
Yo, I couldn't, them first 2 episodes, son.
It's too many.
Ooh, it was hard.
Too many what?
It was hard for me to get there.
It's too many dicks, right?
Yo.
No, but and you're right, bro. My joints just died too.
Yeah.
It got better. It got better as the series series went on.
But what fuck like some kids in the suburbs, you can have just drugs in your medicine cabinet and that's a go.
Yeah. They give free access to the perks.
Like end of the day, like you worry about black kids in the hood like weed. And then don't get me wrong, like it ain't drugs in the hood that's fucked up, but it'd be like, yo, drugs in the medicine cabinet that the boy grandma was on, and she was in like a vegetarian state, and she was just ready to she'll take a drug and store some shit that she don't even know where the fuck it came from. So when Mike be talking about raising Drake,
Cool fall asleep?
No, he ready.
I joined the show. I was like, he's horizontal just now.
Been moving.
No, but them suburban drugs and them drugs them white kids is on, it's way scarier.
Hell yeah.
And while we got the opioid crisis right now, when drugs of a certain nature affected the black community, it was crack. And they locked up kids. And so I forget who it is. Somebody always say, like, you visit any prison any given time, you see a big old swole nigga that used to be a crack kid because they was using it recreationally, and then he turned back into his regular gangster alpha male self, but he locked up already. So when they people start using, right, they locked our people up. When they people start using, they said, oh shit, it's a crisis.
Treatment. Let's get them treatment.
Getting a lockstone training, and you should go to jail. So matter of fact, even Jeb Bush, George's brother, and the governor of Florida, at some point didn't sign legislation that would allow drug users to go to rehab and not jail. But when his own daughter was addicted to heroin, he asked for privacy in that same moment. I don't understand the hypocrisy of some of these politicians. It's fucking crazy. If you got a dope fiend daughter, you should be more empathetic to other dope fiends and crackheads, not less because they're black or Hispanic.
Yeah.
And yet we got the whitewashing of I mean, it's fine that we want to kill less people with the drugs that we got. It's so bad they prosecuted the owners of the drug the Oxycontin. Did y'all know that?
Mm-mm.
They had the prosecution because they said they knew the addictive powers of the shit. Now I want to say in Pennsylvania somewhere on the Eastern Board, somewhere up, not too long ago, this year.
That's crazy.
The family prosecuted.
That shit crazy.
Snowfall.
Oh, that's a hell of a.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on season 2. I want to talk about it. Season 3 going on right now, bro. It's not 4.
No,
bro. I missed the joint the other day, and you can't get it on demand. I wonder if I could watch it on Hulu though.
You gotta get you a Fire Stick, dog, and get that shit jailbroke. That shit.
Yeah, watch everything.
I work for the people.
Right. Jailbroke. I got a jailbroke. What's the name?
No, I'm saying I work for Comcast. My shit like $50.
Right, but
with the Fire Stick, you can just, you know what I'm saying? Everything is always there.
Right.
Drug maker push Oxycontin despite danger signs. January 16, 2019. A family that owns Oxycontin, maker Purdue Pharma, told people, blah, 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 painkillers opioid launch party in 1990s, that it was followed by a blizzard prescription, blah, blah, blah. Basically, they said it wasn't addictive. And now you got the opioid crisis, people dying. It's synthetic heroin. And so what happened was, in response to this opioid crisis, because I prescribe these things on a regular basis, the drug companies say, hey, Sally and them, Amy and them is going in their mama's medicine cabinets and crushing the pills up, snorting them and injecting them and all kinds of crazy shit because it's heroin, right? It's synthetic heroin. They made the pills harder to crush, right? As a formula. Their counter was like, well, let's make them easier, harder to break. You know what happened? They went to heroin for real. So the price of heroin was so low that the white teenagers went right back to heroin on the Baltimore streets, the Philly streets, and all these other major places. And that's why you had the governor of Maine talk about Tyrone and them come impregnate our women last year or 2 years ago, right? Because they so cold with it, man. So cold with it that they really forced their people to go to dope, straight dope. Now they started shooting dope instead of taking the pills because they make the pills hard to get into. Now all that shit is bogus. They prosecute the same family that sold it.
Go ahead, Joe.
I got one for y'all that's locally here. So you know that literally is going to Larry Hogan, like Annapolis, they voting because they wanted to basically discontinue to stop completely because they felt like people was coming from the city. Now, we from here, like this what the white folks were thinking. People coming from Baltimore all the way up to Glen Burnie and robbing, breaking in their houses and stuff. That wasn't the case. What was happening was the people who was on the Oxy and the Percocets and all that was going to Baltimore to get their hit, then coming back to Glen Burnie, illin', breaking in people's house. But they was already Anne Arundel County, Glen Burnie residents. Mm-hmm. They wanted the vote to have a whole joint just stop to where people who actually paid taxes or worked in Glen Burnie couldn't get to their job via public transportation because somebody just made up some ridiculous story.
How short-sighted and dumb is that?
Go back to the Euphoria thing. That's what I was saying. Like,
in their world. Because Euphoria is really a show of how they feel their perspective. The niggas that right now, they're giving us insight, their mindset, and that's what I'm saying. Whereas though the girl was snorting shit, and the other girl like, yo, what's this? She say, I don't know.
Right.
You know so it's shit like medicine cabinet shit. At least, and I'm not justifying the hood, but at least in the hood, maybe coke, maybe crack, whatever. You don't. If you don't have it in your house, like you can have something in your medicine cabinet. And your child could be crushing that shit up, snorting that shit. That shit is even.
This is a couple things. I was asked by a street dude some years ago, just for $10,000 would I write a prescription of Percocets? I said, if you don't get the fuck out of my face, is you gonna cover my student loans? If I lose my license, shut that shit up real quick, right? But the fact is, that's how it was. Pop a perk and get control of your body. It was a popular song in Philly, right? So it was, but like it put us in the mindset of them. We lived through the crack era. I feel like they got a generation to fucking catch up to this shit. They got to figure that shit out. Now, yeah, some young black people still getting high and popping pills and all that, but like that's not my high I'm aiming for. That's not what you would do. So like, I don't know, man. It's just a mess, I think, and how it is because America uses drugs. $1 billion worth of drugs found on JP Morgan. I don't want to get the wrong company in Philly. $1 billion worth of drugs in Philly.
It was JP Morgan.
JP Morgan boat. The fuck is that? Come on, yo.
Hey, bro, we never had a poppy field in the United States, right? These people act like that whole Contra thing, that whole Reagan thing. Look, bro, we just are products of our environment, and we always have been, right? You know what I'm saying? Bro, that shit come through the United States by channels that we didn't have access to. So they can talk.
Speaking of Reagan.
That's that Nino Brown shit. When Nino Brown 30 years ago.
This shit bigger than Nino Brown.
Speaking of Reagan.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
You niggers. You
monkey.
You monkey niggers.
Yo, did you see this? It was a meme going around to say, a Yahoo article saying his granddaughter was upset that she heard him use the term monkeys. Somebody wrote, wait till she find out about the crack. What the fuck is you talking about?
Yo, Reagan was a mother. Yo, the Southern doctrine, that whole Contra thing, like we was giving them stuff to that whole, bro. That shit go deep, man.
I read something. They say crack cooking started at UCLA in a lab.
Yo, who was it? It might have been T.I. T.I. said, "Come on, man. I love Snowfall, but you can't tell me some motherfucker was experimenting with some shit about some baking soda in this and do this and smoke this shit and it just
they glossed over that. They glossed over that. Listen, how many niggas you know?
You breaking up? Go ahead. Go ahead, Neve. You were saying?
RZA was just so
mixing
and
shit. Right.
You going in and out, cool.
I couldn't hear.
Yeah. Go ahead, cool. We can hear you now.
But they made it seem like the
hope I can catch you at a bad. Real quick. You busy? Oh.
Phone. This nigga just take a call?
Yeah. So,
all the time.
Doesn't have a stereo port.
You don't let him on. Yo, this is our crazy cousin. Our crazy cousin George.
I get like a
this nigga on the phone?
Yeah. What is he doing? He got a fucking.
Neve, get on this podcast, man.
This is Brothers Talking Shit, episode 55. The name of this podcast is. He got the ball with his Ding-A-Ling. Hey, Jordan, say bye, Jordan.
I love you too. This is Jordan signing off. You know what I'm saying? Why you on the phone? Oh man.
That's why I won't let him on. How the fuck do I back the fuck about this shit?
we ended the podcast. We done.
Yeah, we done.
All right, man. 55.
All right, love y'all.
Love you, man. All right. Peace.